back
I
to
was about
school.
to snap out a reflex.
Ah! Snapping scares me. No, it doesn't.
Mm.
But welcome back to Skull Check. If you'll remember last time, we had a fun little conversation with our good, super kind patron, not at all scary Crimson Moon.
It was over a year ago.
It was over a year ago. Honestly, I'm surprised any of you remember.
That joke is still last year.
I mean, I wasn't there, so...
Yeah, Silver doesn't know this.
I think I remember he was told,
he
but
was
still,
told, yeah.
He opens the door and... What'd I miss this time?
Yep. Where Reefus had a good old time being a puppet reenactment.
I asked first.
That's true. Aeseora
This is fine.
did ask first. And after that fact, Reefus got a big old sleepy boy. And you all decided to head back to the room. Where upon opening the door, you were greeted by... I forget what color outfit it was off the top of my head, but there was a gentleman sitting at a desk appearing to be writing, facing away from thee.
I don't think we were told that last part last time.
What?
That it's facing away?
No, that a person was in our room.
Oh, yeah, no, you opened the door and there was a person at a desk, and then we, cut it.
Okay.
Over a year ago.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is our... And we're talking... This is just double-checking. This was the room we reserved for...
Yes.
Okay. Well, then that's easy. Hello, sir! What are you doing in our room, and how did you get here? Why do you also have a key? Please don't tell us we're co-opting this room. I hope to be paid more than that.
That was a hilarious interaction already. As you state this, the man doesn't appear to respond at all, and it just seems to be scribbling more and more into whatever is in front of him. Or onto,
I didn't write down what color he was wearing.
I'm gonna retroactively say brown, because I don't remember, and that seems like a safe bet.
Okay.
I mean, whatever you say is correct. So.
Unless they said something different last time.
Exactly.
They could change
True.
It.
Well, then...
He doesn't...
He
Are you
doesn't
real?
respond.
Hello, sir? 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 Silver's gonna get annoyed increasingly.
I'm gonna walk around him so that I can see his face.
Alright, so as you step into the room, Reefus, Sylvyre, and Maltor, you would see this. As Aeseora steps into the room, her clothes kind of change, and Maltor and Sylvyre especially would know this. You see a familiar cloak, a hood.
Mm.
As Aeseora steps forward, the man turns and goes, "Thank you so much for bringing me this. Sorry to call you so late. Are the other two coming?"
Do I see my clothes change?
If you look down, you can see them change. Yes, but you would more feel like suddenly you have a cloak.
And he says, "What? One more time." I'm sorry.
Thank you for coming, and are the other two on their way?
Sorry.
Maltor, do you remember this? I don't.
You're in our bedroom.
What are you talking about? We're at camp. If anything, this is technically my bedroom, I guess.
Okay, quick question.
Answer.
Is this the robe figure from the temple? Robed.
Roll history.
Okay.
I was gonna say, I think unfortunately robes now bring me back to the traumatizing moment of being pushed down the stairs.
Yeah, exactly. That's a 17.
You would recognize it as the same robe. Strangely enough, it appears to be in the exact same condition. Very pristine. It is, let me rephrase that a little bit. It's almost in the exact same condition. in terms of like aesthetics, the only difference is that as opposed to being like a very deep shade of red, it is a slightly lighter shade of red.
Wait, it's red now?
What did I say?
Brown.
Brown.
Brown? Oh my god.
I mean,
Yeah.
that could just be how it
Your
is.
shirt is red.
Yeah, I can't color. Wow.
Red. It's red
It
now.
happens.
It's fine. It's red now.
It's no, I'm committing to brown because that's a safe option.
brown. Okay.
Two-tone
we-
iridescent. There we go. Totally.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's
brown
red and
needs
brown.
some reddish tint. Perfect.
Can we hear the conversation that they're having?
Yes.
Okay.
Aeseora,
I'm-
can you hear us?
Blocking my ears.
Aeseora cannot hear you.
Aeseora!
Does
Aeseora!
it look like the room still to me?
No, as you step in, you get a sense of like a sudden heat that wasn't there. You're stepping into an area that is much warmer than the rest of like what the tavern was. You step in and the ground gives way a little bit, indicating that it's soft, and you hear like the soft crunch of sand beneath you.
Oh, I probably wouldn't have said that he's in my bedroom then.
Well, I was just going off of
Okay.
yeah. And as you take a look around more, you notice that you're in what appears to be a tent with like a makeshift bed off in the corner and a little pop-up desk.
Sorry, with the heat must be getting to us. Can you remind us, please?
Yeah, I called for the three of you to come. I have a very important announcement to make. It's in regard to the phenomenon. I think we've made a breakthrough finally.
And again, pardon our state. Remind us your name.
Oh, are you sure you don't need to go to like medical? You know my name is Andros.
Yes, of course. Yes. No, we'll be all right. Now that we're in the shade.
Yeah, understandable.
And if I glance over my shoulder, what's behind me?
There is the entrance to a tent.
And
And
I
you can
see-
see like a thin like opening with a bright light. And the only other thing you can see appear to be two silhouettes. One appearing to be, trying to remember what height, 4.5, 5 footish, very generous range. Small. And the other one appears to be just shy of 6 foot, probably like 5'10". But they appear to just be standing there, and like, you know the pose where, like in the video game development when they have just like a model that they like rotate for like the 360 view, but not
Yeah.
like the
T-pose
T,
for
but not the
dominance?
T pose, the one where it's like
Yes.
where they're like this, you know?
Oh,
Yeah.
the whatever
Relaxed
default.
T-pose.
Yeah, they're yeah.
Less popular younger brother.
Yep.
Don't call me out like that.
But they are also in cloaks.
Okay. I can't. My mic is in front of me, so I can't do this as I'm turned around. But as I glance behind me, I'll say, "Oh, yes. We do hope they'll arrive any moment. Both of them. 2 of them. Yes. Do you have
But there
water?"
are 3 of us.
I missed what you said.
I asked if you had water.
Yeah, absolutely. He tosses you like the big like round one, you know.
Good shit. Cool. Yes. The 2 of them should be here rather soon. Yes.
I guess. First of all, it's like Okay, so there are 3 of us. Let's examine this doorway, this precipice, to see how magical it is, as an awkward pause on the other end happens.
And you said that Reef is still, like, sleepy, dazed.
Do we have the
Okay,
coffee
cool.
thing, or is that Aeseora?
I
I
don't
don't
think
know
I
who
have
has
that.
it.
Does Reefus have the
man,
coffee
I think
thing?
I know for a fact something.
Reefus.
Oh yeah, Reefus does.
I think it's in my inventory
There's
as
a bag of brewing.
Yes. Maltor, take a water skin, brew that into coffee for Reefus, and we might have work to do.
What?
I apparently have the bag of bagel flavor changing,
Did I get...
so somebody else might have the bag of brewing.
Don't I know?
Oh, I think I
has-
traded that out. Yes.
Also, Sylvyre has the bag of brewing.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so yes. It's lost in the many a thing that I possess. So he'll take out the bag of brewing and one of his water skins and Maltor, brew this up for Reefus. We might have work to do. He needs to be awake. I'm going to examine the doorway and then we're all going to step through because this looks like this might get us in faster to Qatar, but it might be a different time. I don't know, but we're gonna go through together so I don't miss this.
What are we missing?
Possible time travel. We don't know.
Okay.
Are they okay? Are you sure that the word got to them?
Oh, yes. Yes, definitely. We're not worried about that. What is the announcement, if we might ask?
So, you know how we've been delving in these ruins, the ones left behind by the first, great calamity. The first, written, well, I suppose written, the first recorded iteration of the the red sky phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
Words are hard today. I apologize.
You get.
I think we finally have made at least a small breakthrough in maybe predicting when the next one will happen. And if we can prevent it.
Oh. How can we predict it?
So, it appears that it always seems to follow a pattern. There's localized events, or there appears to be localized events in which a specific region will experience the red sky phenomenon. Traditionally, it appears to be during, say, war or great famine. But it looks like there's a connection. In every one of these places, there's been remnants of monsters, of portals.
Of course. Portals. Mm-hmm. And we can use that to figure out when it will happen again.
Yes, because if we can find a portal that is big enough to cause something along the lines of a localized disaster, so to speak, then we can presumably prevent it by dealing with the portal. Because I theorize that there's a direct link between these portals and the phenomenon.
Is there a way to predict location in addition to time?
Well, that's not exactly my area of expertise.
Of course.
Yeah, you are the one who is more into the magics than I am.
Figured we might get ourselves caught up on the information you have before adding.
Absolutely. Where are those two? They're never late.
No, they are never late. How strange.
Which one?
All of us should probably step through anyway. I'm just checking the door out to see how magical and how weird it is. I want to Arcana examine it, and then we'll all step through. If there's one extra,
Thanks.
drink the coffee, Reefus.
So
I
to
don't know
clarify,
how
you
this
put
works.
just water in the bag of brewing
Yes.
and nothing else. Congratulations, Reefus. You have the wateriest piece of shit coffee.
What does it smell like to an otter? I guess.
It smells like someone, you would know this like probably pretty intimately because of training new people. It smells like someone forgot to grind the beans and just put the hot water in like a pour over.
Oh no!
Literally my second day on the job.
Bean tea.
So I relate. I was young. I was naive. Okay, yeah. So it's like I don't even say anything. Just sort of like still holding the cup up, but that seems to be
Your
where the
youngest
consciousness is.
sibling has made better coffee.
I know. I got both the names mixed up. They're twins.
They both tried to make it at the same time and fought while doing it.
Absolutely.
Ah,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. I'm just kind of like the whole time, but I'm making sure I hold the cup up. But I don't drink any.
Yeah, Silver's just examining the door best he can with like Arcana or something to check that over before we step through.
I will warn you, it's a pretty high DC.
18?
Unfortunately not.
Oh well.
On that
Right.
note, before you step through, what's magical in this tent?
Before we mess up the readings.
In this instance, for the first time since you took off Detect Magic for a different spell, you cannot tell.
I didn't. Well, it's always in
No,
my spell
this
list.
is story plot
Okay.
juice.
I figured. I just
Yeah.
wanted like
Plot juice.
Yeah.
Built different.
Built different.
It just shows nothing, or can I tell it's not working?
You can tell that it is not working. And one thing, important thing I forgot to mention, Sylvyre and Maltor, when Aeseora turned back to like look at for what was them the entrance to the tent, you could not see their face.
Okay.
Sure, I want to get my face erased, but then I can just unerase it with changeling powers, I assume.
And I would like you to, I guess, retroactively roll perception, because I forgot to mention that.
No worries.
Should I also just for what's up in here?
Yeah,
Can I go for passive?
yeah, I'll let you do that.
Alright, it's 15.
Okay.
19.
19.
Don't think is Reefus perceiving my.
Nope.
I will also use passive. 17.
Okay. There appears to be what it feels like to you is a slight overlay of voices. It's as if
I'm not sure who you're speaking to. I'm sorry.
all of you.
Okay.
Whenever Aeseora talks, it sounds like, Aeseora, but as like the background voice, where there's a different voice like projecting, ever so slightly louder.
I hear that too.
Mm-hmm.
The din of a crowd.
I don't know if I described that well.
Okay.
So is it like lots of voices or just two?
Just two.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's like if Jacob was saying the same things that Reefus was saying at the same time, level of like overlay,
That's basically just living with me, but yeah.
Huh.
We can do that in After Effects or something of the like.
Yeah.
But
Jacob, you can do the Reefus voice and your voice at the same time.
I mean, there's really a very fine line between the two.
I feel like with the right little kid's
Yesterday,
microphone,
literally
you could.
yesterday.
Well, we are waiting for whatever reason. We assume you have some sort of enchantment on the tent that certain magics can't be used?
Unless you put one up, no.
No. Odd. No, we'll see what the others think when they get here.
Maybe you're working a bit too hard. You should maybe like only a 6-hour shift tomorrow.
That sounds perfect.
Oh man, that's a nice boss.
Right?
Yeah.
Everybody collectively goes, "Ugh."
Ah, the
God, I wish
fantasy
that were me.
game.
Yep.
Well, everyone, let's step through, I suppose. If there's an extra person, it can't be that bad. If you need to, it's obviously going to be me and someone else. It always is. So, who else would it be? I think we should all just go through anyway.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
Drink the coffee, Reefus. It'll wake you up, even if it tastes bad.
So
Can I
as
incite the coffee?
you can incite the coffee.
I assume at disadvantage.
Yeah.
I have no idea if failing means I drink it or not, but 16.
It looks very pale.
Yeah, so do I. I'll like do a fake sip and then just sort of like set it down on a counter as I walk, as I
Okay.
like stumble.
Okay.
I'll take the bag of brewing back, and then I guess we'll all step on through.
Yeah. So, Reefus, as
Yeah.
you stumble
Yeah.
through first,
Oh.
you feel like yourself. But to Maltor and Sylvyre, you seem to disappear almost. And you can see the person, or you can see Aeseora a lot clearer. And you have the weird moment of you recognize it's Aeseora, but it's not, and you have this like over-the-shoulder third-person perspective view type going.
So it's just like like Uncharted, like it just kind of zooms out a little bit, and now I'm
Yes, except you went from behind to suddenly up front before.
isometric, not quite isometric, but I gotcha.
Does someone come into the tent?
No. As Sylvyre and Maltor step in, Maltor, your view shifts down about 2 feet.
I understand now.
I would. Can I look at my hand, like just quickly down?
Yeah,
Hands.
absolutely.
Check yourself out.
Yeah. What?
Am
Am I still reddish?
Nope, you look to be,
Okay.
you know, for all intents and purposes, fairly pale compared to normal. Your hands are a lot smaller, and your your clothes appear to be like, fucking, what are they called?
My jeans.
Yeah, not. I was gonna say. I meant to say
Trousers.
cargo pants. But jeans is what came out. You're wearing cargo
and
pants. Maltor and jeans. And you see a vest with a blue long sleeve like collared shirt. And you feel the weight of like a pith helmet on top of you. Sylvyre, as you step in, your view shrinks like 2 inches.
I instinctively try and changeling up 2 inches.
It does not work.
So I guess you hear it.
I
And
guess
that's-
I turn around.
Before you appears to be a halfling and a tiefling. The tiefling has
Okay.
like more purplish skin. Looks to be about like 16ish. And has like black hair that is tied back into a ponytail. The halfling looks to be fairly stout, maybe in his 30s. And he looks to be like someone who's done a bit of like heavy lifting. It just like already in their life maybe worked like the build of a construction worker.
Kind of buff.
Kind of buff, but not bodybuilder buff, like practical, like strongman
Like peak
buff.
dad bod.
Yeah.
But tiny dad bod.
Yeah, not like no, just enough. There's a little like soft cushion here, not a lot of definition, but plenty of strength.
Mm-hmm.
But only 4 foot something.
Yes. And you two would be able to see, I guess technically the three of you now, would be able to see the body of which Aeseora is currently has much darker skin, more along the lines of like a wood elf or some like a half elf that was like ancestry, you know, with also black hair and very piercing hazel eyes.
Can I tell who is who?
You can see that the halfling is Maltor and that the tiefling is Sylvyre.
Okay.
And the narrator is now.
And that there's just like, if you look over to the guy, right, that was at the desk, there's just a little Reefus head like over the shoulder.
I can't tell if you're joking.
No, I'm not joking. There's just like a little see-through Reefus head over the shoulder.
Of the guy.
Yeah, Reefus head over the shoulder of the guy.
Like the little bouncing ones if you're doing a sing-along.
Yeah.
Staring at the Reefus head.
Sleepily blinking guy.
What's wrong? Is there something on my face?
Thing.
No,
Yeah,
you're
it looks
fine.
fine to me.
They're probably just hide from the heat too.
We feel fine. It's perfectly all right. So, what are we doing? What's going on? Give us the updates. We just got here, and we're willing to do science.
That looks like Maltor, but talks like Sylvyre.
Do we hear Reefus?
No. Yes, well, I believe we finally found either the cause or a way to prevent the red sky phenomenon.
Yes, Andros was just telling us about this discovery.
Do I know this spell?
Continue.
So, as you're well aware of, you know, given the fun experiments and research that we've done, the red sky phenomenon, at least in its isolated events, appears to happen during, like, say, a battle or a localized disaster, where it's always present during something major or during one of the larger portal events.
Portals.
But we've discovered, or rather, we have a theory that once you have a portal of a certain size, it is more likely, or rather guaranteed, to create a red sky phenomenon. However, there are some things that I was hoping to get your takes on, with, say, war, for example. There's been events of the red sky phenomenon during times of battle.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah.
Do they sound like themselves to me?
It's that same, like, overlaying.
Right.
I want to try and telepathically reach out to Reefus.
At present, none of your guys's.
That's what I figured.
Yeah.
That was a test. Fuck.
Are none of us magically inclined in these?
None of you are magically inclined. Well, no, Sylvyre, you still feel some
I'm
magic.
supposed to be.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Sylvyre feels a teensy bit magic.
Motherfucker said I was the magic one.
Yeah, but you're the one that knows about magic. It's like the wizard versus sorcerer.
I commit magic.
Okay. The only spell you know how to do is prestidigitation.
The most useful spell.
Yeah.
Clean my robes instantly with it. Snap, snap.
Mm-hmm. It's very useful for clearing off the ruins and stuff to make sure that you can read the what's it called?
Glyphs.
Hieroglyphics?
Yes.
Do I have a weapon on me?
Yeah, weapon. You have a pickaxe.
You are a weapon.
You are a weapon.
These guns.
Take a moment to flex. This is what strength more than 10 feels like.
Says you, I'm incorporeal.
but I was more. I want you all to be careful because as we explore these ruins coming up, I can't exactly tell you what it is other than like a bad gut feeling. So I just want you all to be careful.
If you have a bad gut feeling, might as well. Do we have some mercenaries? Something that can come along with us just in case something goes wrong? Or maybe extra expedition troops? I mean, if the budget's truly limitless, we should go all out for safety's sake.
Yeah, it's definitely Sylvyre.
What? No, we came here essentially by ourselves. We're researchers.
Damn the university that didn't fund us.
Yeah, I
Just
agree.
hearing.
I will just
Hearing
hand
that-
Sylvyre the water.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, you're acting rather different today. Did he
it
truly
happens.
gotten to all three of you?
Have you gone out in it yet? It's really not fun.
And we spent a long day out there. It was insanely dry. Glug, glug, glug.
Yeah, I'm just gonna I want to turn around and see what I can see outside the tent.
Well, it's still that like thin, like line of like the tent opening, but you can see like off in the distance, basically a dig site.
We're in the desert. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Oh. Do I feel heat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Ugh.
There's a first thing mentioned, yeah.
Do I
yeah,
feel
it's
heat?
gross.
No.
Just
Okay.
sleepy.
Just sleepy.
So bad dig sites.
Maybe. Just there's the gut feeling that potentially this one could be more dangerous than the others.
Magically dangerous, or
Portals?
is it?
Sorry.
I said as in portals.
Potentially.
Though in theory, not one that would provoke the red sky phenomena. We're here to research that. We're not here to experience that, hopefully, firsthand. So, we're simply looking up to these various glyphs and ruins and such things to try and get the whole history amongst them, or what other people in the past had done. Yes, indeed. We'll be careful looking at that. Structurally, I just need another heads up. Is there something we should be looking out for? Like, there's the collapses or anything. Has the ground been completely stable where it's not sand?
Well, with all ruins, there's going to be more places to stand, and as you get deeper, you tend to find things more like clay or just where water is coalesced and creates essentially a layer that's just very compact sand. But I cannot say for certain whether or not this could be like a red sky phenomenon ordeal which we'll be facing.
To be fair, if it's a red sky phenomena, we're probably screwed. So we hope it's not that. Large portals would give us so many more monsters that we can deal with. So, as long as it's not that, we'll be fine.
True, but I believe that this is a risk worth taking, because big reveal. This is the potential the potential, I guess, battlefield where the first calamity took place.
Excellent.
The evidence does support that. Most likely, yes. Indeed, I agree with you.
Yes. No. If you'd be so kind, and you see him like open his mouth and say a name, but none of you hear it.
Record scratch.
would you please begin preparing the gear for tomorrow's journey?
What the heck was that?
Of course. Do we have any mirrors? Just as a... I need to make sure everything looks good first. It's just a personal little hold-up, but we'll be fine. Yeah, no, we'll make sure that everything's all
Everything-
held up.
Everything looks good. Are you?
You need to look
You're
prim
a-
and proper no matter what you're doing.
You're acting
Oh.
very out of character today.
Is he?
It's the heat. Don't worry about it. So, where's our supplies? Let me go take a check.
The sound of the record scratch, I guess, would have jarred me from like falling asleep for a second. Like, can I just instinctively do an arc? I don't think I realize that I'm a floating incorporeal head right now, but like, can I just do like an Arcana check to see like that was weird? What was that?
Sure.
Basically, just turn on the spidey senses.
Yeah, sure.
Is that also at disadvantage, or
Yes.
it's like the beginning again?
Stop being sleepy.
Look, could you please direct, as it's aimed towards Maltor, could you please direct to where the supplies
5.
are? No, you don't know it.
Yeah, but sure. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just
But
gonna
of
Thank you.
course.
trying to like slowly go towards the door, I guess.
Yeah, okay. And then he's gonna face towards Aeseora and says, "Look, I know that we've been working really hard, but can you please make sure that they at least get some rest?
Definitely.
I know it's not necessarily your job, and you said it yourself, you're not their babysitter, but I'd really appreciate if you do this for us."
Happily. Heat stroke is no joke.
You're telling me.
Is that what I'm going through?
Thank you very much. And as he says that, you feel yourself returning back to the original room.
Hey, what up,
And
me?
I need you to...
What do I
need
do?
you- Un momento. I need you to roll a perception check for me.
Just me?
Just you.
Just as I'm fading into the ether. Anybody? How rude!
Also, in the meanwhile, Silver's feeling his face to feel for details because he wants to transform into this when they get back.
21.
Right. You hear the voice fading off, and I will personally message you.
By the way, quick production note. This is what I'm seeing of Sylvyre right now. Like in production. My computer
Oh, Jesus.
Whoa! Oh, that is terrifying.
That
is
is terrifying.
glitching to hell and
Silver
back.
reveals his true
Oh.
form.
How
Oh God!
it doesn't show like that on Twitch.
I
No.
know.
You look like, if for those of you who can't see, basically from the original Pokemon games, when you do the missing no thing to
Yeah.
duplicate all of your items, that's what Sean's face looks like.
Only the upper half of it, though.
Yeah.
This would make it perfect if we ever played Disco Elysium. This looks like one of the skill faces. That'll
If
make
anything,
sense in time.
I just want this to be the cover of the VOD. Like,
Good God.
just
okay.
that picture of Sean.
But as you fade back, you find yourself staring at the opening to the room. Sylvyre and Maltor, backs facing you towards the entrance in their normal attire, and Reefus is somehow behind you.
Nobody at all.
Turn back around.
Somebody.
I
Wasn't just you.
need to lay down.
Everyone
Likely.
good?
We're here.
Is there a
Try
bed
and
next to me?
row.
There is a bed next
Where's-
to you.
Where's
Whoa.
the book?
Who had the book? I don't remember.
I'm asking
Yeah.
this to the room. Yeah.
Someone has the book.
Me.
Okay.
Okay.
You would find
No,
it
I
in
mean, this-
whatever storage you have it in.
Yeah, this was just a question to the room. Like, where's the book?
We have it.
Ah, good. Because I don't.
Did it do that?
Me.
Now is detect magic working?
Yes.
What the fuck is up with our door?
It's the same magic that you saw when you first encountered it. It's basically Dimension Door, but
Is there any remnants of anything in the general area?
nope.
Does the book? Or anything else, I guess?
You would get... I want to double check this.
Touch the book to the door frame. See if that does anything.
Once? No. Also, no.
You would get a small flavor of divination magic lingering from the center of the room.
Here's a hint of divination from the third vine on the grape field.
Is there anything
It's the
there?
LaCroix version of divination.
Someone's yelling divination in the next room.
Fuck. Yep.
It's
Um,
nuanced.
Oh, it's crappy.
Is there anything there?
No, it's just the remaining remnants of divination. As it slowly fades.
Was there a second half of that sentence? I'm sorry.
Nope. Just it slowly fades.
Okay. I'll relay that information.
Interesting. I don't know. First, quick, while it's fresh in my mind. Aeseora, I think you looked like this. Because I still saw the faces of the other people there, right?
Correct.
Yes. So, Aeseora, you looked somewhat like this figure. We should remember this in case we need it in the future.
We'll remember.
Maltor, you were crouching down. You looked like this. You looked a little grumpy. And I need everyone else's help to help me mold this face, because I didn't see it, but I felt it the best I could. So, here, Tiefling, is this nose right, or do I need to push it in? Just basically clay.
You get
A little bit more pointy. I don't.
Sylvyre. The person whom Sylvyre was appeared to have like a very like handsome face with like sharp features. The type of like nose that's like the very angular, like it goes out and then it's like a very like sudden like but not like a hook. I don't know the name of like that specific type of nose because there's like different like genres to noses.
Nose genre.
Nose genre.
Genre.
Since this
What
was
nose genre are you?
a little bit of a tell, everyone has a passive perception over 12, right?
Yeah.
Define over.
Oh,
Is it
wait.
equal to?
It is
I
12.
thought so. Oh.
Tigers?
Yeah, I was going to say
I'm
14.
also asleep.
You're asleep. Okay.
That's effectively
Let's-
-5 if I remember for that.
Yeah.
15 then?
Yeah. You see Reefus fall off the bed.
Maltor and Sylvyre notice that when Sylvyre shows me the face, I say, yes, we'll remember that very quickly. And move on intentionally.
Mhm.
But conversation has moved on, so.
Look, we just need to make sure that I'm glad you're going to remember that. It is correct, right? There are no adjustments. I just need to make sure it's all perfect for when I do this next. There's not too many jars. Okay.
Yep. Yeah, that was about it.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. We can use this to identify them in the history books.
I'm gonna
Easy.
make sure Reefus gets over to the bed.
He already fell off it.
Well, I'm gonna put him back on it.
Okay. And Maltor, with the face that you were, there's a weird feeling of recognition.
Hmm.
Aggressively.
Is it wait, is it who I think it is?
I don't know. You tell me.
That means yes.
Wait, Silver, can you
Not
can you,
always.
can you go back to what I looked like?
Wait just a second.
Can we just
Hold
like
on.
clip that? Just
Can- I'm going to reach into my coat and like go into like a kind of like a hidden pocket and pull out like a leather, like a flat leather thing just to protect like a photo that's inside and flip it open. And I want to compare the photo that I have with that face.
There's definitely some similarities. Like, some things are different. Like, you know, the person in your photo looks dramatically older. You know.
Yeah.
Somehow even more shredded for an older gentleman. But there's the like 89% match, you know.
Shit, I don't even look that much like my younger self. That's wow.
He hit like 30.
It's like,
just kinda
Aeseora.
I look for the most part almost exactly like my younger self.
I'm a fucking shapeshifter, y'all.
Pretty similar.
You see me once, you see me always.
I just had chubbier cheeks
Alright.
back then.
Alright, just a slight, okay, Aeseora, when ago was this? Do you know when would that be? This whole thing, Andreas, all of this?
The date in the book was smudged, and we have no... We couldn't use magic in just now until we got back here. But at least the last time the journal was supposed to be in the temples for a long time. Am I remembering correctly?
I missed part of that.
Ooh.
The journal was supposed to have been in the temples for like a long time before we got it, right?
Yes.
We think it was about 1,000 years ago.
1,000 years.
Right, doesn't make sense. But
Okay.
yeah,
But with magic, anything's possible.
that was quite a lot of thing.
I might know a descendant.
A descendant.
Yeah. Well, I told you about Nom, right?
Yeah. That was the big lore jump we got at the beginning of last episode.
It's the beginning of last episode? Last year.
Yeah, last year.
It's been so long.
Fuck.
I mean,
It's
it kind of
true.
has
Billy
been
and
a
I
long
remember
time,
things.
but
I took
Yeah, no,
7
yeah,
pages of notes last session. There's a lot.
it totally wasn't just so much info dump.
Maltor
Drama
has a
and all
friend
that.
Named Nom who's a halfling and an inventor.
A jacked inventor.
Inventor?
Sonic Snake? That's what I have written down.
no inventor.
Inventing.
Scratch that out.
Yeah,
Inventing
it's underneath,
of,
so I probably just combined the two. I just put...
Okay.
There's just Nom, halfling, rougher around the edges, and then underneath that it says, invent Sonic Snake. That might be a reminder to myself of some pun we made.
He found you a
yeah.
job?
That was
Yes.
a joke thing I think you said with Sonic Snake.
Yeah.
Oh.
But he
Good job,
invented
Hasman.
lifting techniques.
Because there was Sonic,
I have written
Sonic
down,
pitons.
don't lift rocks just willy-nilly.
Yep.
Which is a direct
yeah,
Maltor quote.
I shouldn't drink while I play.
That was the point.
Okay.
Yes.
I chose the best
Alright.
episode to do that on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I might actually know like a descendant potentially. They look so similar. Sorry, look, and I'll just like show, I guess, Sylvyre this photo first if you're right in front of me. And it's actually a photo. How can I explain this? It's me in a bar with like a few people around, but especially like a halfling that looks kind of like an old sailor, just kind of like grabbing me by the neck, and we're all kind of like, we're smiling, like there's beers, and it was kind of like a farewell party.
Huh. Well, he'll
Photo
take out
thing.
the minor image loot and just kind of animate the image then. Do it.
Yeah.
Silver invented gifts.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that looks like such a fun time. Here, let you relive that. Da-da-da-da. And then suddenly people are moving slightly. I'm tweening the image, swaying a little.
I don't think you've ever seen Maltor smiling quite as much and like laughing in that photo.
Interesting.
And yeah, you just see like the halfling just kind of like a little like kind of roughhousing a bit.
Seems like you were so much happier back on Orehead.
It was kind of a happy evening.
That's understandable. Was that someone's birthday? Was it a retirement party? It looks like it should have been a retirement party with that guy's age.
No. It was actually. It was the day before I left.
Going away party. That's so good that you had you had a close enough group of friends to celebrate.
Enough friends. You see me kind of like. Yeah, well,
take a shot.
You had such a close group of friends in which you experienced that in it's a good way. It's better than most people who just kind of leave.
If you
silently
look closely, you kind of notice that most of the people in that photo, apart from Nom, seem to be from like working at the bar.
That's fine.
Well, I'm making them a lot happier and interacting with you with the minor image then, because I'm just assuming that there must be a bunch of people there. And they must all be there for you.
Of course.
Of course.
I will also show the picture to Aeseora. She could like...
Yeah.
If you...
Very similar.
Right? I mean, Nom was like... Well, I don't know. Halfling. I mean, if he was a human, I would have said like 60, 80, like between that range, but halfling is, I don't...
A lot. They're like a lot longer if I remember. It's like 200 or 300 years or something.
Yeah, something like that.
So it's hard
even
to
higher, yeah.
tell.
Once they hit 200, it's just somewhere.
So, I mean, I think maybe like Descendant or something. Potentially.
Well, something.
You didn't celebrate his birthday? At any point in time?
I didn't really care about that.
I guess after the first 100, you just kind of go, eh.
It says halflings live generally through the middle of their 2nd century.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so 150.
250.
Thinking gnomes.
Was it?
Gnomes.
So,
live
okay,
longer.
so in that case, Descendant, like a couple of generations maybe.
Strong genes.
No, they're khakis.
Cargo pants.
Oh,
Cargo
shit.
pants. What are you wearing, Nom from Orehead?
Oh my god.
Silver wishes that
Bonus
were
points
him.
back to Kurt.
Oh, boy.
I said this to Kurt the other day, but they asked me how many bonus points we had from last episode, and I told them that you could tell that's when I started drinking, because by the time I got down to Kurt, and I just have like 7 tally marks. I didn't put a slash through any of them. I just kept making one tally.
No.
So like Anne's and Francesca, since they got points first, are nice and neat, and then there's like Sean. I didn't write my own name. I just wrote me with an exclamation point, and then Kurt. I just put single dashes.
But who won?
You did, I think, unless I.
You act like it's
If
not
I
a
can-
running tally.
Yeah, if I
Uh-huh.
can read my tally of Kurt's correctly, I'm pretty sure you're winning. Because Kurt awarded like 7 at once or something. Anyway, continue.
Dang. Alright.
Oh, by the way, give
I
Ed
mean-
another bonus point.
What for?
For you know.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. And give Maltor one.
But not Francesca?
But not Francesca. No.
Got it.
Correct.
Maltor gets their own line.
Oh
No.
my
Yeah,
god.
then.
Yeah, no, just give it to Francesca.
Interesting. Because, well, let's see. If, does that mean that is Nifley's a purple tiefling as well? I'm not sure I ever described that. I was going to say, is that
I
another
just made
descendant?
the executive decision that they were
Excellent. Oh, then he'd be morphing his face a bit in there. It's like, wait a second. He'll flip to his friend, flip back to the other face, and it's the same ancestral thing where it's different, but that's that. Oh, so that's what his ancestors were up to. Okay, yeah, Nithles, interesting. So we can talk to him when we get to Qatar.
Qatar.
Far?
Qatar. Okay. Aeseora, you must be related to who? Well, not related to. You must know a descendant of whoever this one is.
Stop.
Yes.
Stop. I'm gonna elbow you really intensely.
What? We're investigating.
Yes,
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
she killed us right before we time jumped?
This is who we have to look out for. Oh, that's good information. Thank you, Aeseora. I didn't know that's how that was going to. Wow. You don't want to say Robin the Cradle, but
Yeah.
no. Okay, so I'll drop that now.
Bonus point.
So we can.
You ever see the meme?
Did Sylvyre say that out loud?
Yeah.
Drop
I
that
throw
now.
a punch.
Do it.
Can you?
Can you do damage?
I have arms.
Yeah.
Can you do damage?
Yeah, can I do damage?
I don't know. What's your strength modifier?
By all
No.
means, check.
Then no.
I think it's a minimum 0+1. Like you have to be able to do. You can't do no damage on unarmed attack, right?
You can do no damage.
Mine's
on
at
an
0 on
attack.
D&D Beyond.
Yeah, mine also.
We're all negative strength, remember?
I rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
Ooh.
that's. Come
I'll-
on.
Silvery barbs.
That's double 0.
No.
Silvery barbs.
Roll it again.
I don't hit.
But the point is made.
The point was.
Oh yeah. The point is made. He still had to flash his teeth to get the silver sparkle, which distracts from the blow. And it's like, oh, that's going to hit me. Oh, okay. Okay, point taken. Like I said, dropping it now. I'm sorry.
Good for you.
Thank you. So, now that I learned my lesson,
Sure you have.
yeah, I haven't. Don't worry. But we still, so we all know someone. So that means we can. Well, 2 of the 3 of us can interact with the descendants of whoever we were. Reefus, were you there?
Reefus.
We'll talk to him another time.
He was.
I wasn't sure. Like that was a weird.
That was a weird.
The whole. Yeah, the ghost Reefus. Hill minor
That
image,
was-
the ghost Reefus.
Could
That
they
was
see me?
Andreas.
Yeah.
so-
Okay.
Also, 3 of the 3 of us can talk to the people.
Yeah.
Like I said, last time I delved further into that, it earned a punch. I want to wonder why, because I thought there was the dead one stabbing you, but the dead one's alive?
Apparently.
Oh, okay. So cool. But we'll want to interact with 2 of the 3 of ours then.
There's the memes where it's like it's a big book and it says the completion of Harry Potter, and the book's a lot shorter and it says the completion of Harry Potter if Albus Dumbledore had a gun. Like this whole thing is like Grimgarian if
If
Silver
Aeseora
was
could
just in the
punch-
same room.
Oh.
Like at any point given time. Any given point in time, Silver was just in the same room.
That's fair.
But still, we know the location of, well, vaguely. I'm assuming Noish, not Noish.
Noise.
Noise.
That is not until Thursday.
Cross nights are cross
long ago.
You did.
Noise.
But no, right?
Nom.
Nom. Okay.
Just pretend you're hungry or like a veteran. Both if you want.
I don't know what veteran has to do with that.
Yeah, me
Vietnam.
neither.
Vietnam.
Ah, Nom.
Oh.
Yeah, okay. Back in Nam.
It's N-O-M, but, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
So,
hungry.
So if we ever make our way back to Orhead, you could easily probably talk to Nom. And I can most likely easily talk to Nithles. It might be busy, but I feel like he can squeeze me in. You know, us in. We can still he's an old friend. We can
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
and see if Grandpappy told him stories. I don't know.
As long as
Maltor, how
the
long do
shoe
tieflings
looks
live?
the same.
Maltor, when are you scheduled to die? I mean, how long's your lifespan?
He works like human length. Like
Tuesday?
in lifespan.
Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm not sure we're gonna get the best information out of Nithles, but Nom, we might want to make our way to Orhead eventually, wherever it is in this. We should get some news on
Yeah.
where Orhead is in this dimension.
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? It's this version. I don't even
Rumors
know. If
fly.
But I don't even know if he's there.
We can always. I don't know. Can you mail? I'm exchanging mail with Lupe, and I'm assuming. I mean, yes, it's difficult
mean-
since we're on the move, but you could write a
Yeah,
letter.
we can cast sending, right?
What?
Yeah.
We did that for Reefus already?
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I guess so.
I thought that was a quiet, intimate moment I wasn't a part of. So I didn't know you had sending on your spell list.
Yes.
Perfect.
I
Do
mean,
that.
Yeah. If that's okay.
What time of day is it? Are we just...
Knock, knock. It's midnight.
No, no.
I mean, that's a
it's-
good thing.
It's not nighttime. Like it's not even dinner time yet.
Oh, good God.
We'll
Also
do
time
that
zones.
near the end of the day, just in case.
It's probably like
oh, yeah.
3-ish.
Yeah,
What
no, for
warheads
sure.
on the other side of the world?
Then my spell slots are not going to help us.
Ah.
Yeah, no problem. We can
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, I'm literally just waiting for the sake of spell slots in case something else happens.
Meanwhile, silvery barbs.
You deserved to lose one.
Oh yeah, no. Very much so. But that's just the character's fun. So
Yeah.
we can still contact them. That's good. Nom's probably the best source of information because he's what, tertiary at that point, most likely. He's like 10th-iary.
Yeah.
So that I don't think
Tenth-iary.
10th-iary, like 10 generations out at least. So you don't usually hear stories about great grandpappy. I don't think I missed a great because you got the dad, grandpa, great. Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, the 8 times great. I don't think you ever hear much about them, but maybe there's a family artifact. We can still ask.
And this is my
it
great,
not?
great. I'm like really great.
Yeah, no, that sounds like a plan.
So in theory, they might be in the history books. I think. I know because I thought we heard didn't we hear the name Andros before
Yep.
we actually got into the. So in theory, we could look up. We can go to the library. Oh, we were just at a library.
The locked book is his journal.
Yeah, we could just read through that.
That's a biased source of info. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, he did say to read through it.
Yes,
So-
we should then.
We have his blessing.
Yeah.
Or something.
Our
Well-
consciousness was there, so we got the blessing, and they did too. It's transferable.
It also says in like the opening bits that he hopes it helps you more than it helped him.
Yes. In memory of those lost along the way, smudged date, phenomenon present when large portals appear. Hope the red sky phenomenon is no longer a thing. Helpful to those who have to deal with the consequences of our failures if not stopped.
Yours couldn't have been associated with portals then, because those already existed before that. Wonder what the failure could have been.
The dig?
The
Oh,
second
it's-
calamity.
They probably opened
Oh
it.
yeah, the second one. I remember that
1,000
now.
years ago.
Completely, yes.
And Sylvyre thinks we are due for number 3.
Yeah.
Right. That I also remember because it was not over years ago. Multiple now.
I think it was session 3, so you're fine. I went back and read through that because I wrote down an entire page of just that one conversation with Sylvyre.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I've totally just dropped like a bunch of stuff, like from forever ago, but I've
Yep.
totally dropped a bunch.
Oh yeah.
Wait for it.
So maybe it wasn't their fault if it's like due every 1,000 years. But
Prophecies.
Stop it.
True. I was going to say prophecies tend to be self-fulfilling. After plus or minus 5 years, no one cares. It's 1,000 at that point. But yeah, if they think they had the power to stop it, all 4 of them, 4 of them. Yeah, all 4 of them. Then, whoop-de-doo. they really were. I don't think 4 people can stop something like that without some serious prep work or an army behind them. Something. So I don't know why he takes it on himself to, oh no, I failed to stop something that happens consistently.
Well, this was character voice. That was only the second time is when they failed. So it wasn't consistent up to that point.
True enough. So let's get reading. And if it's a really long book, we can read it on the way to Qatar then.
Yeah. Yes.
Friendly
Although I
reminder, you do
don't
have to
think I could-
secure some flavor of travel.
Flavor schmaver. Well, no. Boat ride to... I mean, honestly, the thing is pretty close. We probably could do... I feel like we could do boat ride for most of it and then desert for the last leg or something like that. We'd have to see what costs less.
I'll have to see if where Orhead is.
That too. That's what rumors are for. I can go carousing tomorrow. We can go carousing tomorrow if we want. Or even later today, and just see what people talk about.
Maybe we'll run into those same people at the Silken Scale again.
The same people being...
People from the desert.
The group of
Ah,
tieflings, where you met Pride and the super powerful healer.
Yes. There were just so many people in general in the city, so I'm like, which ones? The
Yeah,
robot?
I realized I was being vague. I couldn't
No, that's fine.
words. Yeah.
Then, yeah, if we run into them, we can ask them, see if we can... Hey, they probably need protection. Well, they probably don't need protection, but they could always...
They are
Maybe
the
they need
protection.
more. They are the protection. Look, maybe. I don't
I'm on the
think
brute
so, though.
squad. You are the brute squad.
I feel like if that happens, someone else should talk to them this time.
Bonus points.
Yes, you are correct.
Indeed. Like I said, that's why we'll talk to the common man and see what everyone else has to say.
All right.
After Reefus takes a nap. A short one.
Yeah.
Nap sounds.
A rest that is short.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
So then what are you all doing whilst Reefus takes a nap? There's still all the amenities from before.
Yeah, probably
That
the
you totally
same.
remember.
It was either shower or sauna or
All of
hot
there's
tub or
20
something.
hot tubs.
Yeah.
Maybe
Take a
12.
dip, clean off after a day of walking, whatever.
I mean, is Aeseora reading the book?
Yeah.
Too.
Okay.
Sylvyre isn't.
Maltor would try to awkwardly read over your shoulder. Just be like,
I was about to say, is this a thing where you guys are reading something and Sylvyre has left the room? Something else?
I think so.
Well, here, before he leaves the room, though. Now wait, because we're stopping for a second, just in case you all need a jaunt in your memory. Bardic Inspiration! Just impart some to both of you in case you have a check coming up, because I also get it back on a short rest, so, just in case.
Nice.
Yeah,
Thanks.
D8 while you're observing, and my jaunty little tune just sticks in your head.
Yeah, if you don't mind holding
Yes.
the book, I touch it. Well, I mean, I can.
Oh yeah.
I like
Sure.
it.
Yeah, I'll share. That's fine.
Damn, I should have tried to touch the book as Nithli's descendant to see if if it only burns tieflings.
No,
I doubt
that.
that.
Too.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I need to drink.
Yeah, right.
Right.
That's what got me.
No, I was actually like, if the scene hadn't faded away, I was gonna try and find the journal while we were inside the tent.
And writing it.
1, to look at the date, and 2, to see who could hold it and whatever, but mostly to look at the date.
Well, to see who can hold it, you have to play keep away from the book from the nerd then, and we were throwing it over his head and trying to catch it.
Holding him by his head at an arm's length.
Keep away from Andros.
Oh, no.
Keep away from Andros. Yeah, it's like, oh, we're touching your book. Oh my god, it's hot.
Okay. So, as you begin to read the book, singular.
Could be multiple volumes bound together.
You know what, fair
An
enough.
omnibus.
The date is once again smudged out, but you get a month. The month being April.
Got it.
It
We started in April.
yeah.
Nice.
No, I totally didn't do all of this on purpose. No. Okay.
No such thing as coincidence here.
No such good thing as coincidence. It reads, I'm sorry for the lack in writings, but the dig and the research has taken up so much time. We believe
Can you send this to me?
Oh, I'm making this up.
Fuck. Okay, I'll figure it out later.
Yeah, bold of you to assume I didn't make everything up on the spot last time.
That's how you DM.
We have a recording.
Yep, that's what's important. Okay, continue. Sorry.
We've been so caught up in the dig, and with research, we believe we've found the location of the very first calamity. Rather, the battlefield for it. There's long markings along the wall. And honestly, I'm amazed this place has stood up, even with all the supports that we've put in. I think the heat's been getting to everyone. Especially a month ago when we first got here, everyone is acting strange, like they weren't themselves. They weren't acting like themselves. But to be fair, doing the work of an entire team as a group of 4 is a daunting task, to say the least. I did ask, and there's a V and then a smudge in the writing, to check up and make sure. Yeah, to check up and make sure that the others are okay. Honestly, I'm glad to have everyone here with me, especially very short name that has been smudged out. He does the work of 20 men, just digging nonstop, puts up the supports by himself. Yeah. His name is Sylvyre. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa!
I am eternal.
But I will be sure to update more on the future. You see the next entry is like a couple lines down. Today at the dig, we found an amazing discovery. There's a set of feathers. Strangely enough, they're fully intact. A large bird-like skeleton, and weirdly enough, there appeared to be some armor almost. A weapon attached to the armor. I don't know what it means at present, but we're determined to find out. Strangely enough, it appears to be in nigh perfect condition, as if nothing has touched it, nothing has been done to it other than that it was potentially made there. It would be at this... Oh, sorry.
Does it describe the feathers at all?
They are long white feathers with orange and green tips. It appears that as if they weren't touched at all. Some of them still have what appears to be dried blood on them. what I find, I'm gonna pick up back at the armor thing. But what I find most intriguing is that there's this sword that appears to be lodged in the stone on some sort of pedestal-like scabbard, or pedestal-like scabbard. I tried pulling it out, but it wouldn't budge. Not even short name that has been smudged out could get it. And honestly, if anyone could brute force something, it'd be him. But I'll be calling it for today, and hopefully soon we can get more information. And it's at this point that Reefus would be waking up.
Oh, short rest.
Yeah. No, it's... I am not good at, like, extending that. That took a hot minute.
Many
Stop and
other
take notes.
entries about
There are many more
digging
words.
through the sand.
Yeah,
and
like...
putting up beams.
Yeah.
What is this? Holes?
I figured you'd want, like, only the important bits and not the... Yep, we dug more sand.
Depends
You
if it's
know
about
I
their
want
meals.
Literally everything.
Fine.
We moved the rocks willy-nilly. Oh no.
Not
Ah.
willy-nilly.
I'm writing out yelling as the rocks are falling on us.
The black piece of Og.
All right.
It sounded like Cindy Lou Who's will wake up.
Reefus Lou Who.
Hey, Reefus. You alright?
Sleepy, tired. Yeah. Still, what? Did I miss anything?
Depends on what you remember.
True.
What do I remember?
Do you remember the interaction?
Okay.
You remember
Yeah.
being a floating head? I'm kidding.
I had one of those weird observing dreams that, and it seemed like it was in the past, but CM doesn't normally, show me things. He just sort of says things, and
That wasn't a dream.
We were the
You cut out.
Wait, is Silverback?
he may be yelling it or drying himself off at that point.
We were
He's not.
there!
He's not gonna take a half-hour hot tub. That-
Prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation. But also,
It's like
yeah,
Silver
no,
walks into the room and was like, Silver.
no. But he'd clearly be at least modest, or decent or whatever. But but no,
believe
you sit in a hot tub for about like a good 20 minutes. After a point, I think 15, 20 minutes is usually a good amount unless it's like really low heat or something.
What are
Anything
you, a
more than
warning
that,
label?
yes. Anything more than 20 minets, and you may start to bake, broil, boil.
Silver prunes
Silver
too
prunes.
easily for the hot tub.
It's not like I can changing away the prunes.
that's the weakness.
Yes,
Oh,
you can.
That's how we
Okay.
know.
Don't tell him. It's funnier this way. It's, and I guess, I don't know. It was people, and I'm just gonna, just sort of looking at them in the book. I don't think I can tell you anything you don't already know, but I could see and hear. I was in and out of consciousness there, so the details are fuzzy.
Hang on, get my loot. You were a ghost. I can show you what you looked like.
We wait.
Yeah, it's awkward.
Ghost
wait.
Reefus.
Ghost Reefus.
Yeah, you were
Ghost
translucent.
Ghost Reefus.
Yeah.
Go,
So
go,
you look like
Ghost
that.
Reefus.
Going Ghost Reefus.
Yeah, I mean that's me, but transparent.
Yes.
You were sort of on the guy's shoulder.
Yeah, that's a metaphor.
Right.
I mean, I what was all that about? I assume you guys should be telling me things. What was all that about?
That was right before the second calamity. It's what's written in this journal is happening in the week or so after whatever we just experienced 1,000 years ago, likely.
Do any of those descriptions stand out to me, Kurt?
No,
Okay,
not at present.
not present.
And
okay.
faces that aren't the one related to Aeseora. It's like, oh yes, I looked like that. You saw the faces, so yeah.
Yeah. Do any of the faces ring a bell?
Including Andrus.
Between Andrus, Nicholas, Nom, and Hazel.
I will message you.
Cool. If
During
you just
that
write the
message.
word no, I'm gonna laugh.
That would be really
That would
funny.
be.
Well, no, you got to find
That's a
that.
great DM trick.
It would be the
I'll
best
message
ever.
you.
I would just like walk off.
But you have to find a picture of a really fancy calligraphic.
No.
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 But
Say
yeah,
it in Spanish.
no.
Yeah.
But Silver then, oh yeah, no. So apparently we all know whoever we were in manifesting, we know someone who's related to a descendant from them, usually, or them directly. So the closest bit of information is Nam, who is Maltor's friend, who, because halfling lineage, is probably only 2 or 3 generations removed from this, as opposed to Nithli's, who is like 10 generations removed from this.
Yeah.
Have you name dropped Nephilus in front of me before?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, I couldn't remember.
It was probably, I know definitely the crowd. It was like, did my friend make that? I
That's
think,
right.
yeah.
Okay. Huh. So, let's see. He wrote here, underneath this cellular device that doesn't exist where I took my notes. Yeah, he wrote here that there is the site of the first calamity with long inscriptions, markings against the wall. Is that similar to what you and Maltor found? With the pictures that look like us?
Does he specify if it was like primordial or book?
Fucking shit, Andrus. Be a better researcher.
Where's
I
the
believe-
sketch? I want the sketch of the.
Yeah, I remember some of the sketching things. I know that we were on the wall. Things were very vague. What were some of those things? Like,
Yeah.
two big guys
I'd
with
also like to
swords.
point out that currently it's a actively like digging out the site versus a fully like taken
Right.
care of place.
Give or take a few years, decades, what have
Oh,
you.
the sound of a large bird skeleton, that's kind of scary.
I mean,
Yeah, I don't
there
remember a large
was a-
bird.
there was the hawk creature in the engraving in the temple. That was like the first thing on there.
You shouted something about claws.
Oh yeah, no, that turned out to be a turtle.
Yes, the turtle.
Wait a minute.
But, huh?
Wait,
Sorry, continue.
Yeah, wait a minute.
Hang on a second, I'm forming the thought.
No, but I mean the first thing, it started out with a hawk kind of throwing up like the portal or the calamity. No, the portal, I guess. I don't know what the hawk is, but it's like the origin, I guess,
Huh.
of Adver.
Well, let's assume that this giant
For the
bird
portal.
skeleton is the same thing. Could it be the
In theory, we'd have no portals then if the thing throwing them up was dead.
I mean, it already threw them up.
well, as someone who
Throws up? No.
experience with the dead person killing us, perhaps it's still possible.
Time is strange. Now that I think about it,
actually?
listen.
Time is a
And-
weird
and-
soup. Bonus points to anyone who knows what type of soup.
Minestrone.
Alphabet?
Chowda.
There you go. Because it's a weird soup, but you can't deny that it exists.
Huh.
Just
I
more
guess.
accent.
Yeah.
I-
You were about to say something.
Yeah, but then I got bonus points. So
No, but this is important to me.
Nope, sorry, the
I know.
serotonin and the bonus points overrules it.
Oh,
What?
no.
Anyway,
Oh,
see
no.
you guys next week. No, it was and no offense to Aeseora, but you're mentioning of being killed kind of connected the two things here for me. Also near that giant bird, which if we're working under the assumption that sorry, character voice went too far down in the throat there. It was
Don't swallow Reefus.
the this sword that they mentioned.
Yeah.
I know math is difficult. We're moving on. It's this sword that they mentioned. If that could possibly be what killed the giant bird, or if there's any relation there. I mean, we have somebody directly connected to the magic of what's happening here. Somebody who has a direct connection to another face there, and a master swordsman.
That was the second thing.
Right.
Well, third thing. Hawk vomits out the portal, and then there was a drawing of a person holding a sword attacking, well, the creatures that came out of the portal, but maybe the hawk as well.
So are we stopping the third or fourth calamity?
Third.
Third's always the worst in a trilogy.
Wait, we're stopping the calamity? Oh yeah, we were predicted to do. We were on the walls, right?
Yeah.
I feel like this is a good time for Maltor to go through everything.
Yeah. Like, hold on. Right. So there was sorry if I
We'll animate all this in post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and Silver's animating this in real time with the minor illusion loop.
Yeah.
So there was a hawk creature that was vomiting out the portal, right? Then stuff was crawling out of the portal, and then a person holding a sword attacked those creatures. There was a time of peace, so that, I guess, is the first calamity right there. That was it. But then there was like a more modern-looking knight that opened the portal again. Knight.
Knights do have armor and swords, but don't think it was a bird knight.
No, it was not. It was. I'm just thinking. Then there were, other creatures, worse creatures. And then there's a horn creature that killed a knight. There's the red moon. And God, wait. There was a. Oh, I'm sorry. There's an army that was forced away from it. And 3 of the figures escaped. The 3 hooded figures that we saw. Like, pointing at Sylvyre.
Well,
They
there's
are at least vaguely related to them.
3 hooded figures,
So...
and there were 3 of you that went through, but not me.
No, we were 4.
Andros didn't escape. Seems
And
to
the
be
horn-
the conclusion.
The horn creature that attacked the knight that reopened the portal was dragged under the ocean.
And that may be your buddy.
And then there was the 4 of us.
After he got, turned into a ball.
Yes.
And then after that, there was the 4 of us. And we were fighting somebody with a sword.
So
Who
do
was
you think...
opening a portal.
So
And there was the giant creature thing that was coming out, which was kind of like a turtle-looking thing.
we think
Which-
then that shows all 3.
3?
Including the one that is going to happen relatively soon.
Oh, yeah. Prediction. Prophecy?
Both?
Past, present, and prophecy.
Indeed.
There's an episode title.
Ghost of Calamity Future?
Wish that was the name of it now, as opposed to
Save it for next week.
save it for next week.
So, I mean, this, in my opinion, as far as what we do next, I mean, this, I feel like going to see if it maybe, this sword seems like our good lead.
Well,
It is
that's
in the
thing,
desert.
Right?
Though it
Yeah,
feels
the
like
desert.
it's... Oh.
But, huh? No, I'm just...
I was just going to say, it feels like it's one of those, if you're worthy, you can pull the sword things. So,
And
who
now-
knows if one of us are.
I'm going to interrupt and say it's leading us right into a break. So we'll see.
Wait,
you
did
all.
Maltor have a thought? Are you going to remember that thought? Or is it more of the going down
thought-
the info?
Yeah, no, thought is just sword. Are we going to be worthy, or is that not gonna work out? Oh
Well,
well.
might find out.
Or can we fake being worthy?
On the next
Question
episode.
that I
On the
don't
next
wanna
half of the
forget.
episode.
Anywhere flipping through the book, is there does Anders say location?
I'll answer that when we come back.
Okay, I just wanted to not forget.
Yeah.
Good, good.
Yep.
See you all in 10 minutos.
10 minutes.
Bye. Oh my god, we're back. Ah.
I didn't think it would be that fast. No.
Who am I to not just recklessly jump into something?
True. So,
say-
we had an answer to a question.
I forgot what the question was.
And asked the question.
I said it
Was
out
something-
loud because I knew I would forget it otherwise.
God, wait, hold on.
Someone had go back and clip it.
No.
Something to do with either the sword or the things or the book, something in the book, location.
Yes, location.
Location.
Thank you.
Bonus points for Sean.
Bonus points for Sean. Give Sean
Yeah.
2
Yes.
bonus points.
Ooh,
I'm
Yeah.
giving
Hell
you
yeah.
3 out of spite.
juicy.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god, he's going wrong with the
All right.
points.
All right, I guess.
Serotonin.
There is a rough hand sketched map. If we pull up, so all of you should still have access to the folder with the
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Have it bookmarked.
Actually printed in here.
It's the background
wow.
of my computer.
Very nice.
So if you
It's somewhere in my files.
yeah, if you look at the Qatar like portion of the map, right? You're going to go like all the way. You see the like obelisk thing in the near center.
Yes.
Yeah, you go slightly to the left, like just under that set of buildings, right? And you go slightly down, so you're at like the middle point of that dune peak, you know?
Huh.
Wait.
So we can almost hit it if we traveled all the way via land. Well, we can't. We're not traveling all the way via land. We could
One more-
almost.
Here?
Real quick, one more time. Where?
So hold on, I'm gonna actually,
It's so tiny.
I was gonna say, if you have the picture, you could probably
yeah,
blorp it onto OBS and just kind of.
share your screen.
It's right here, guys.
Ah!
Careful if you share the screen. We're gonna.
Oh god!
Yeah, no, I know it's gonna be weird for a second.
It's funny.
It should
Like
be
tiny,
working.
tiny.
Oh, okay,
That
well,
did not do the trick.
that did not do the trick at all. Damn.
End it. End it.
And it.
Ah!
But okay.
Ah, there it is. Whoop.
I tried.
Yep.
It's okay.
We tried.
Okay.
I mean, we saw the
I can-
general.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you know, we tried.
There is a map,
There
it's
is,
good.
in fact, a map. Thank you. I spent.
and we all know
forever on it.
exactly where we are.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's kind of close to Qatar-ish. Like if we could boat our way up to Qatar and then hike down, essentially.
Oh, it's that bottommost thing.
No, so you see the buildings in like the middle of the map. Like
Of Qatar.
yeah,
Yeah.
Like next to the word Qatar.
next to the word
To
Qatar.
the left.
Yeah.
Cool.
Go find and you see the dune immediately above it.
Yep.
Find like the middle point of that of like the peak of the dune, like just shy of the top of the dune. There. Little
Got
X
it.
marks the spot type bullshit.
Okay.
This is why
Understood.
no one should ever let me navigate.
I am no better.
Is
It's for my
so we have is that in that's in the book?
Yes, it is a like super shittily hand drawn.
Hey, the fact that it exists is what's important here.
But you would be able to see that like none of the buildings that on like your modern map match.
That makes sense.
I'm actually gonna pull out my shittily wait, is it hand drawn map of Mekevil Desert, like the whole continent, because I have.
Okay.
Huh.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like compare and contrast where it is now. It's just like kind of in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Kind of in the middle of nowhere, lost of time.
Wait, that would be traveling from Qatar to that location on foot. How much travel time? You're from there, Maltor, so at least how long do you think that would be? An
Yeah,
estimated
Maltor, how long do you think that would be?
Yeah, Maltor.
Yeah, Your Highness.
Well,
Yeah, Reefus.
let me just look at this and it's how easy travel. From Qatar itself,
Mm-hmm.
couple of days. Depends how like bad it is. There's not gonna be like a direct route. There's gonna be some routes that are kind of like going up and down like to the villages, but nothing like directly to that point, or at least none that I know of.
So, a week we can expect?
Yeah, give or take. Maybe less, maybe more. Depends how bad it is.
Oh, we have to get there first.
We can get to at least close to, if not there, at least to the city via boat, because it's a mercantile hub. It's got to have some sort of an easy way to get to it. Otherwise, people couldn't mercantile so easily.
Yeah.
Unless
It's in the middle of a continent that's a
We-
desert.
we get as close as we can. There's got to be a big port, if not, there's got to be some sort of port town-ish where these things go. I imagine. We ask around. We see what people do. We see what the other merchants do. I have my ways. I can talk with them and see how they get their goods to and fro, and if any of them travel there, how they get there and back, and what's the most comfortable way to do so at a reasonable price.
There's
Sure.
merchant routes for sure.
I guess it's off to the market then?
Well, carouse.
No, another shopping episode.
I know we're
Not
good, I
the
think
shopping,
we're
but we'll be conversing, discussing, talking to people, figuring out what the rumors in town are, what the information is, mingle a little, what everyone loves to do.
I don't know who this character is, but I like them.
He's Italian.
I do not know. No.
Who is this?
Oh boy.
Okay.
Still, that's what we have to do. We just got to talk around and see what the rumors about town are, and formulate our plan from there. See if anyone has any ways to get up there. Hitch a ride,
Catch a ride.
Catch
Come
a
on,
ride.
it's a ride.
Now, where are we right now?
The holy
We're
city.
the holy city.
The little dots on the left-hand side of the map.
We're gonna need a boat ride.
Mm-hmm.
Still have my wristband. Don't know if it still works. I did, but
Who knows?
It paid for the one trip. There it is.
Okay.
So we're just due south of the desert by water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So we got to figure out what ships are going there and when, how soon. That's why
So
we go
do-
talk to people.
Do we want to go to?
It is.
Yeah,
yes.
That's what I was gonna say. Do you want to go? Do we want to split and have Aeseora and Sylvyre check the market for trade routes? When's the best time to go? And Maltor and I, or however you want to split it, like we can go down. I guess to the docks would know where where Orehead is.
Yeah.
Leave that to you two, or headites, or headers,
Or Headians.
ors. Ah, okay.
So while you're behind.
I never do that.
Okay. And then, I mean, sir, if you need anything, you can just reach out to us.
Right,
Yeah.
yes.
Okay? Everybody good?
Yeah.
All right. We break on 3.
All right. I leave it 1.
All right. I'm just gonna...
That little rascal.
He's 22 years old.
That rascal.
Stop infantilizing me.
How old is Sylvyre again?
Mid to early 20s, if I remember.
Okay.
The same.
It's
So,
even
yeah.
worse. What are you, like,
Okay.
12? I'm 22, sir.
I'm old enough to drink. It's just an elected choice.
All right.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Following Reefus up.
Okay.
Let's go.
So as you make your way towards the docks, once again you have to travel through a good chunk of the city. You'd have to go outside, technically outside of like actual city walls, to do so. But you would be able to see, docked at port, a large longship.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what is the correct way?
A long ship.
Long ship. But it's decorated with gold, and you see a veritable navy, basically. In regards to the amount of like smaller ships surrounding it, but you'd be able to see the healer tiefling. It appears to be like overseeing everything and getting everything ready.
Oh.
What
Well, they're definitely going to Cathar.
makes you
Came
say
from
that?
it anyway. Hey. They said they were from Cathar.
Okay. I mean, do you know if they're going back or going somewhere else, or?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think I picked
Ask.
this well because one of us is going to have to do the talking.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. I'm gonna walk towards the healer.
I would bet. Okay.
You see her like basically shouting some commands, or like, "Hey, don't drop it. Be careful with that. I know it's heavy. Don't drop it."
Hi.
Jeez, crap. When did
Nailed
you get
it.
there?
Hi. Just wondering, are y'all going back to Cathar?
Yes, we are. Why does it matter?
Thinking of maybe going there ourselves. Is there a way to maybe have passage?
Suppose if you worked on the ships, you probably could.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be allowed on, the prince's ship, of course, but
Yeah,
Which,
no, that's fine.
which one's the princess ship? Just so I don't go on accident.
Old.
The big one.
motions to giant boat.
Made
Yeah,
of
Drax.
partially made of gold.
If nobody's allowed, how did he drive it all by himself?
There's a hand-picked crew.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we don't need to be on the princess ship, obviously.
I mean, you can tell Sylvyre that. I'm kidding. You're doing great. Keep it up. And I'll nudge him and do guidance with it.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. When do you?
Well, we were aiming to leave by the end of the day.
Oh, okay, right. And yeah, I think we can probably swing that, right?
Yeah, sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
So four extra hand on deck is fine.
Absolutely. You'll be going on that ship there, and it's looks like a 6-person cruise ship.
That's it. All right. Yeah. Oh, other random question. Would you happen to know where Orehead is at this point in the year?
I believe it'd be somewhere near either the Empire or the Crag Docks.
Quite the range.
Yeah.
Well,
Not.
Have you... Well, that's
I'm
not
not
necessarily
there,
like a
yeah.
huge range, but given how fuck
Not
massive
our way.
Orhead is.
If I may,
I believe that's the
is there any
technical
news?
term.
Any news from Orhead? Any happenings?
The captain has stowed herself away, it sounds like, but aside from that, not really.
Throw herself away.
Hasn't she always?
Well, you asked for news. I didn't know how off.
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
that's
No.
fair.
We're from there.
Yes. Well, I suppose aside from that, not really. Supposedly visitation's been tighter than usual, but
Huh. It's still moving though, right? It's not.
no, of course.
Okay, just making sure. Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right. Well, we'll find our companions and we'll be back. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Don't be late.
Got it.
Cool. That was easy. Look, Maltor, you did so well. Look, that was a basic conversation. Like,
Yeah.
good job.
No, you know, goes the way well.
You're natural.
Yeah.
You were direct. You had a natural charisma about you.
Hey.
We almost
No,
got on the big boat.
We did not. No, we're not getting on the big boat.
I'm just saying we almost did.
We
killed
just
it.
need to keep Sylvyre away from the big boat.
I mean, no offense, but good luck. I mean,
Ugh.
maybe we can tell him that he can become the captain of a smaller boat.
More, yeah, maybe.
You know, and then just let him go from there.
Good idea. But we need to
Yeah.
find them. Wait, do you have a link with Aeseora?
No, I did not think this far ahead.
Shoot.
Yeah. Well, let's get to looking.
I guess.
Any of your warlock spells gonna help you now?
Oops.
No.
What about your rogue Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, you mean Ranger? Oh.
Oh.
All right. Well, it's looking for Sylvyre and Aeseora time.
Tell me, Sylvyre, where wouldst thou be?
Well, first I'm bragging to Aeseora. Man, I love having so much magic that we can use to send messages around whenever we need it. You know how that is. Messages, magic.
They can't contact us, can they?
Look, hopefully we'll contact them first. We're going to solve the problem first. There's no way that the problem that we're going to solve has been solved already.
Of course not. That'd
No,
be
of course
too
not.
easy.
That would be strange.
The two most charismatic people.
Exactly. But I do have the failed merchant feature, Supply Chain, where you can call upon your connections with merchants, retailers, wholesalers, suppliers, and entrepreneurs and I can call upon those for items or looking for items or information. So basically, I'm talking to all the stall owners and or shop owners, any of them. Hey, do you source your things from Qatar? If so, do you know how often that things are shipped out there? And do you personally go out there to see those wares and just try and butter them up and see what information they tend to give to someone else who's within the same sphere of influence?
To complement that, my background feature is people might be afraid of me, but they will. But commoners will extend me every courtesy and do their utmost to help me, unless I've shown myself to be a danger to them.
I think Kasadi has that same background, strangely enough.
Haunted one?
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yes. I don't.
Yep.
Yeah. Look, the haunted one itself fit Kasadi, but not the feature. So that's why I didn't quite use the feature. He might grow into that eventually, but that's another time, another story.
Well, basically, long story short, lots of information cut short. You know, some merchants hire specific tradesmen who run very specific routes to go through it, but it normally has to pass through the through Mythil, because they tend to go through the land routes more. So it does the sea trade over to that dock area, and then it goes to like a caravan, basically all the way up. Otherwise, there's some more expensive ones that you can take that will like literally go across the water, but have a fun time, docking outside of like the royal port or a royal port.
So the royals have control of the ports. It's not so. There's no trade port, or is there just tariffs in the royal port for those who wish to go trade through them?
It's tariffs. You'd have to go like
Damn.
all the way around, basically. Otherwise.
Okay. Well, there's tariffs on goods, not people, so that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we have to. Okay. So we have to hitch a ride. Yeah, here, list. If you could list out some of those names of those people that are going through there that we are definitely going to need, and that issue has not been solved already. So
It's weird that you're specifying that.
yes, indeed. Any companies or trading companies or any notable people that we may wish to contact.
Wait for it. I don't want to accidentally say the secret one to some strangers out here and get us in trouble, so I need to make sure I'm saying the right things.
The secret ones?
Don't worry about it, Sylvyre.
What? Me not keep a secret? What?
This is from like 4 months ago.
Only
Relatively recent, comparatively.
the start.
Rayburn Dossie Merchants.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
Sure.
Oh?
I don't really deal with them, but I can, point you in the direction of someone who does.
Great. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Hey, Sora, who are those? Why didn't you bring them up earlier?
I didn't realize I was saying that to a random person in character. That's why I didn't use the voice.
Okay. So that's... Okay.
I
That was
figured.
me just pointing it out from my notes.
Yeah.
But
Fine.
it is fine to ask around about them. That's not the secret thing.
It's not.
Also, we heard about them. Yeah, no, somebody told you about them, Sylvyre. I didn't have to mention them to you.
Okay.
It's the
Probably still
person you
did.
just talked to.
Yeah, you called out to the royalty to ask about their clothes, and the healer cut you
Oh.
off and said that the Rayburn Dossie merchants made them, but the royalty designed it himself.
Okay.
I like to think this conversation does happen in character.
I
Probably.
agree.
I was just
I should have
focusing...
to tell you about this.
Oh, yeah, no, I was focusing on my relation to Nithles and how I actually know them and that I was trying to get them to recognize my face. I didn't really care about their company name at the time.
They didn't really care about you.
I know that, but that can change. Oh, I can make them change their minds.
Okay.
But not right away. That takes time. We need to make more money for that. Still. Okay. They're not out and about in the town square, are they?
No, not usually.
Hmm.
They are a trading company. Kind of have
True
to
enough.
make the rounds,
Well, send the message out to Reefus and Maltor to see if they see them, and that way they can point us in the right direction or something like that.
Send a message. We have to be able to see someone to use telepathy.
Oh. You can always use sending.
Slot if we have to, but
It's
Right.
Look, we're gonna go back to the hotel room and sleep after this, I imagine. So just you can use sending. I don't see any harm in it.
Sure.
Yeah.
I guess that unless we somehow run into them,
Nope.
Oh,
That'd be too
luckily,
convenient.
it would be.
darn.
All right.
Can we roll for luck?
You know what? Sure.
Sean
Not
already
it.
fucked my
You can-
natural
you
20.
You can roll for luck,
Maltor's
but
got
you
the
would
god
have
of luck.
to use
sir.
your coin.
Ooh.
Oh.
D2 of death.
Oh no, something is going to happen in character for us rolling for luck.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's not a D2. That's not the coin they're talking about.
God.
I know.
Oh boy. Okay. I feel like
Unless it is.
in character this would be an accident. I would be like, we need to find them. We need to find them, and I would like.
I like that.
There are no accidents with those gods. We know better.
15.
Clearly.
Just voice in the back of your head. Well, it's your
You use
lucky
that bardic
day, kid.
inspiration.
Hmm? You lucky day. What?
And as Sylvyre and Aeseora like walk out into the street and round a corner, boom! Face full of
Wow.
Maltor.
That was easy.
Oh,
Sylvyre,
well, dang,
Aeseora.
okay. You don't. Oh, well, we were
Are
gonna
you-
do sending, but okay.
Are you literally the avatar of luck? I should have asked you this earlier.
What? Huh?
Yeah,
No.
don't worry about it. Let's go back down to the ship.
Okay. Yeah, ship. We got passage to go to Cathar. They're leaving like today, now.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wait, what? You solved
Yeah.
the problem?
Maltor literally just asked.
No, so
By himself.
Really funny you said all that just now.
What?
Let's go get our things from the room and hopefully not go back in time again.
Did I miss a joke?
Fine, it's-
No.
Okay,
Huh?
let's go
Genuinely.
get that done.
Okay.
And on the way we'll discuss. So you just asked them nicely?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
No bribery, no needing to do favors, no needing to slay
Oh,
someone.
no. He just walked right up there and just, demanded, or just asked sternly but politely if they had a ship and if we could come on. And they offered us the big boat. And we said we didn't even need it because we knew they were going to make us pay for it. And
There's
so
a big boat?
he actually got us a smaller boat for, that is,
How-
as far as we know, lacking a captain.
How small is the smaller boat?
It's not that small. It's a 6-person ship. It's fine.
So us 4 plus 2 other people?
Probably
Yeah.
another because I'm smaller.
I don't know if how they count it, but
But
I
how
don't know.
big is the big boat?
big boat's big if you want to spend
Overpriced, yeah.
silver.
Depends on the price. But this is free?
Yeah, we're just hands on deck. They need more crew member.
Well, I can always raise morale and not have to do other work.
Sure.
There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Still,
You've been
and
great
it's
at that lately.
and free though. Free is nice. Yes.
But they're leaving tonight, so
We have that gives us
Gotta
hours to
almost
prepare.
done.
We're fine.
what time is it? Out of care.
Good afternoon.
It'd
It's our
probably
vacation.
be closer to 6:30ish, 7.
We gotta go. We gotta.
Pretty much am wearing everything I usually have. I can go wait by the docks.
I was gonna say the bag of holding kind of makes it so I have everything on me, but I have to return the key that's still floating next to me.
Yeah, I think
The whole
otherwise I
time.
usually keep my shit on me, so.
I'll be right back. Miranda needs me real quick.
Okay.
All right. So that means we can devise a devious plan without the DM.
Oh man.
No,
DM-less devious.
As long as they don't go back and watch the recording.
Oh,
Indeed.
no.
So we
Or
mutiny
change our
the
voices, they won't know who it is.
we stow away
Aw,
upon them.
shit.
We stow away
Okay.
upon the big boat, and then we cause a mutiny. It's
I
quite
need to use a different accent.
How can we do a mutiny when we are 2/3 of the crew?
No, but it's the
Lovely.
big. We take over the big boat, not the small one.
Oh, the big boat.
What
Yes, sorry,
is
Reefus doesn't
happening?
think that big.
Yes, the big boat, the one that has the gold.
I'm beginning to regret mentioning the big boat, but I didn't want him to be surprised when we got there.
Silver
That's fair.
Reefus, what the hell is happening to you?
I'm just imagining though it would have been also funny if you didn't mention it until we were already halfway there and just Silver
Oh,
us
yeah,
out.
by the way.
That's a bigger boat than ours.
Or just wait.
What the fuck?
Oh, you got us this boat? It backs up. No, I got us that boat.
This is
Sorry
Pirates
about
of the
that.
Caribbean.
Exactly.
Oh,
Yep.
good.
Good, no worries.
We're going to commandeer that
Oh.
boat.
Gonna commandeer shit.
No, that was a secret plan.
No, ship.
No.
Yes. Okay. Yeah, let's go return the keys. Sorry we didn't actually spend the night in the room. Can I get a partial refund?
No.
So direct. That's
Look.
the most direct you've ever been, Sylvyre.
Well, I can go full Karen on it. No, just
Why does
look.
everyone
It's
have
we were
that?
able to use the services of the room, but we didn't stay overnight. Could I at least get because it cost 25 gold? I think.
I think so.
Was it 20? Could I at least get a 40% back because I used I say I used half the room and then I'm paying more for the cleaning and whatever's left over even though we left the place very clean, pristine, even prestidigitation. But 10 gold back would be a very polite, generous offer because you can still have someone else stay in that room tonight. I bet someone else may still need a late night good room.
Please.
Please.
Roll persuasion.
All right.
Can I? Does that count as assisting? Is that the cheapest assist I can ever do?
No.
That
Then
just means
20
you can do cheaper ones.
24.
Wait.
5 gold back.
8.
6.
7 and 5 silver.
Seven and 2 silver.
It's a deal. Good to see you. I'll talk very, very favorably about this place whenever I go abroad to make sure that everyone else stays here whenever they come here. Okay, goodbye.
Do you have a patch or an emblem?
Oh yeah, I could put that on the cape.
Absolutely, and they're gonna give you a radiant scale little business card stampy.
Oh, fantastic.
Nailed it.
What are those ones? Because it's like the business cards that have like the indent in them, but not like
Oh,
the-
emboss.
Yeah.
In Boston, yeah.
Ah, good. Very nice.
I'm glad you all knew what I was talking about.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Off to some ships.
Off to the ship.
Let's board
Run in.
and see how small and see how big or small these ships are in comparison.
Yup.
Now,
Yup.
maybe ask how big
Yup.
the fleet is.
It's like a
That's a fair question, honestly.
13 ship fleet,
Dang.
excluding the big one.
Royalty.
Yeah, it's excluding the big old ship too. So
With a baker's dozen in tow.
yep.
Mm-hmm. Now, all these boats have names, right?
Technically, yes.
Well, I don't care about any other boats. What's the gold boat's name and what's our boat's name?
The gold boat is Golden Experience.
I was about to say, amusingly enough, it's actually called the Sylvyre.
Oh my god.
With 2 eyes.
What?
You have 2 eyes.
My mortal
I mean, I
nemesis.
do. But I could have 3.
Huh.
Case. And the one that you'll be riding on is Happy Trails.
Oh, it's nice.
Okay.
Bonus points.
Fine. Happy Nightmares.
Nope. Happy trails.
Happy
Nope,
Trails.
Happy Trails
Nope.
it is.
Happy Trails is a
Alright.
lot happier. It's going to be a good boat
that's,
ride. Nice
yep,
and calm.
Yep, there we go.
Nope, it's too late. It's already been
It's-
retconned.
Oh,
No,
no.
It's in the notes.
I'll take
It's
away
Happy
one,
Trails, but
one
it-
bonus point.
There's paint over it.
Yeah,
and
it's like
Nightmares is written in
scratch.
red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's-
There you go.
Charming.
At least they're happy.
Yeah.
Have you had a happy nightmare? Is it a nightmare if it is happy?
Sylvyre, literally the last 6 months of my life, I've been a happy nightmare. Like the most serious you've ever heard, Reefus.
Oh,
Dream.
Bonus point.
I mean, okay. I suppose I can see that. Congratulations on making it through this long.
I love helping my friends.
Yes, exactly. And we'll continue to help you from here on out, no matter how small the boat is.
Yeah, for sure.
So what's the rest of the crew on the boat like?
You have a Goliath named Rux, R-U-X.
Yes.
You have what looks to be a fuck, what are they called? The new
Human?
No, the new monkey people from space. Fucking. Oh my god, Spelljammer.
Starfinder? Spelljammer. Fuck.
Red.
I know what
The
you're
other
talking
one.
about, but I can't remember the name of them.
Hadozi.
I don't know.
Thank you.
Okay.
No.
I believe you.
Hadozee.
And their name is.
Their name is
Look around the
Zeki.
room.
Zeci.
Okay.
You have. It's hard to tell the race because they're wearing like a big ol' helmet. Like it's just a. It's like the Daft Punk style helmet where it's like there's nothing to see out if it looks like.
Oh, hell yeah.
And their name is Ghost.
So Goliath, Hadozi, and Daft Punk.
And Daft Punk.
The three genders.
And then you have
starter
what
choices.
appears to be a nymph pixie hybrid ?
Pimph?
Pimph.
Nick.
I like Nyx better.
Nixie.
Nixie. And her name is Charlie.
Is it spelled with an E-I-G-H?
No.
No, just an I.
Yeah.
Okay.
No E at the end.
Say it.
I was going the GH spelling just makes it. It's got to be Charlie.
Charlie.
Or like Charlie.
And the captain is a all black fur tabaxi named Cleopatra.
Oh.
I
Shout out
thought you
to
said this
Squishy.
thing was lacking a captain. Squishy.
Yeah. Squishy's real
I
name
said
is
okay.
Cleopatra.
He
but we
said
just
there's
call her
no
Squishy.
captain that they knew of.
Yeah, that happens. Okay, cool. I don't need to be in a position of leadership on a thing I'm not skilled on anyway.
Insight check?
Are you lying, Sylvyre?
Are you okay, Silver?
I was going to say, he's not lying.
Silver doesn't have to be in a position of power, he just has to be in a position of negotiation.
He's more comfortable being in a position of power in something he's confident. I mean, he's confident in everything, but he's not. Look, he can fake it till you make it, but he knows that if you're going on a boat and he has done no boating
Ship.
himself, he's done the ship.
He's
Yeah,
done no
well,
shipping.
It's
Done no
He's-
shipping.
It's just
He
the,
has not
the
written any-
scene from What About Bob? Where he's just strapped
Yes!
to like the mask. Going, I'm sailing. I'm sailing.
Kurt, you get all of the bonus points for that reference. That's not just you. That's a relatively obscure movie from the 90s.
Interesting.
It's a very
It's
good
Bill
movie.
Murray being really, really annoying for 2 hours.
All I can hear is the entire Pirates of the Caribbean speech. So we're fine.
It's death
Yes.
therapy or near-death therapy.
Oh, I
But
love
yeah,
that
no,
movie so much.
he knows that boating. He can fake it. He could probably fake being a captain pretty damn well, but he knows that they're more capable hands. He might as well hand it off to them so don't end up shipwrecked. Knowing,
Okay.
knowing his
Are
luck,
you
he
sure
takes
it's
the
not
wheel.
boat wrecked, Silver?
Boat wrecked, shipwrecked, it doesn't matter. It's the same thing, right? Same terminology.
Why did we leave them alone together?
Immediately after he greatly insulted me.
I know.
You chose this.
Indeed.
There was
I was
no
asleep.
better option.
You were asleep.
Clearly.
No, this was funnier.
Do they introduce themselves, or do I just walk up and kind
Do
of
they have
know
name tags?
that is?
No, they have personalized uniforms that have like the name on the back.
For real?
And a number as
Yeah.
well.
They have rugby jerseys.
No, it's just
Oh.
the name on the back, and then it has like a little, like a little thing that you would attach a carabiner to.
Yeah,
They have janitor's uniform.
but
No.
nicer.
No, but it's like on the back and it's metal, and then they have like
Okay.
reflective bits on the shoulders.
Okay.
Interesting.
we get one of those.
No.
I mean,
Depends on if to lie.
Do you want
No.
to be a permanent member of the crew?
No, I guess not. Do you have like a patch or something?
I can
Or
give you
just like a little reflector thing?
I can give you a safety hat,
Sure, that'll work.
but you have to give it back at the end. Here you go.
Okay, that seems fair.
now
I'll
you're gonna
just
put the beanie
attach
on
it
top.
to what is now the hat rack on the back of my belt.
But you could put the safety hat on and then a beanie to completely negate the safety part of it.
Currently
Not
not wearing a
completely.
hat.
Yeah,
I don't think that negates it.
Yeah,
and not
no,
the hard hat portion, but like the if there's
Visibility?
reflective, yeah, if it's
That
a
part.
visibility thing, yeah.
To be fair, the beanie is like lime green.
True, it is safe.
Still not wearing any of them.
I
But
know.
collecting.
Okay,
Well, everyone,
I'll
get
just,
ready
like-
to weigh anchor.
Yep.
Yes, where do you need us? I can easily play a tune to get us all invigorated for the trip.
Oh no! And Cleopatra will come up. No, that won't be necessary. As she pulls out a flute.
Sounds like we need a duo. Duo. What? Why is my brain not working? The
Duet?
Company.
duet.
Oh,
Accompaniment. Duet.
I thought it was gonna
And
be that Battle of the Bands thing again.
Oh gosh.
There was too much sexual tension in that scene.
Said and never.
Right. Well, you're free to try, but do keep up, pretty boy.
Oh, I will keep up. Thank you very much, ma'am.
All right. And she's gonna initially let off like a very high pitched, like one
Tweet.
very long high pitched tweet, basically. And you see just everyone like snap to attention and be like, go.
Magically or just instinctively?
Instinctively.
I
And as she begins to play this flute, that is emitting like much louder flute noises than a flute ever should logically emit.
Mhm.
Yeah, poor Reefus.
That's fine.
You can see
give the heart back.
fucking what's the spell?
Like fur is sticking out just a little bit, like goosebumps. A little bit this way.
Ah,
Appreciate the arts. Appreciate the arts.
at least it's not a piccolo.
You get basically
Fair enough.
you would see a spell akin to Longstrider,
Ooh.
But for the boat.
but on just the people's boots.
Oh, okay.
Ship Strider.
Ship Strider, yeah.
And it's coming from the music?
Yes.
Ah. Observing and taking notes because that's cool.
All right, Silver, are you going to keep up?
Oh, obviously I'm going to attempt to keep up.
Alrighty.
It is a little weird of a it's kind of hard to accompany a single long tweet.
Well, no, because
Is-
it's
Okay.
The spell is from like actual like note playing.
Okay.
The
Okay.
the long tweet was just to like everyone get up, go.
Okay. Good. It's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Alrighty. So you're like pause, jump in. Get like the rundown of it.
Mhm.
I've been messaged by someone with
Everyone
more
else
music
messaged him
knowledge
at
than
once.
me.
Cool.
Can Dirty 20 be the name of our after hours podcast?
It's not an original thing.
I was gonna
The
say
phrase itself.
there's got to be a lot of
Yeah.
or one
That's
major
already-
one.
So,
Maybe
like
so,
math
Silver,
after
what are
dark.
you playing
Math after dark.
to continue with this?
This would be the lute, the Twin Beaks. He's trained vocally as well for battle, but also the lute's the coolest thing he has. So there's the minor illusion will be neat to
Alright.
add to that.
So as you like pause, you begin to play these what you know to be wonderful notes, but here it comes out as ting to twang to twang wah wah.
Hang on, I know I'm playing these notes right. Something's wonky.
Are you sure it's not just you?
It might be the sea air. I don't know how that interacts with stringed instruments. But I know I'm hitting these. No, I should. My finger placements aren't off.
Well, you're always free to embarrass yourself once again.
Don't you worry, I will. But yeah, I'm going to.
You're free
I'm
to
going
embarrass yourself. I'm gonna.
Don't you worry, but not right away. I'm going to examine the instrument after helping out however I need to with the physical labor portion as half-heartedly as you can.
All right, you're still technically under the effect of Longstrider.
Neat.
So,
Cool.
for all intents and purposes, while
Fast.
Cleopatra is playing, yeah, I'll have 10 more movement speed.
Oh my god.
So while
I'm
we're
so
going,
fast.
that means I have what, 50 swim speed now?
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess
Cool.
while we're going out, I'll just start, doing my little otter thing of just diving down, collecting fish, for us to eat on the trip, and some clams for me. Just anything I can find, just kind of, and
Absolutely.
also kind of to get away from the shrillness.
Understandable.
Don't go too far.
Nah, it's fine.
Range.
I stay within, a short distance.
The spell ends and suddenly Reefus just
I'm only slightly faster than everybody in the water.
Yeah.
Mm.
And Aeseora, you have your hang drum out, like, on you at all times, basically, right?
Yeah, I have it on like my belt or something.
Cleopatra, as she is like playing the flute, is gonna like bump your hip and like motion towards it while playing still.
All right. I'll go for it. Am I rolling performance?
Just rolling
Flirt,
performance.
check, flirt, check.
Oh, fucking hell. This is going in dice jail.
In dice jail.
Uh-oh.
Already.
Oh,
11.
Wait.
Don't you have inspiration?
Okay. Ooh.
I do!
More.
Thanks.
Flirt, check.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here we go. 21.
Ah,
Still
perfect.
putting it in jail.
That's fair. Your beat goes along phenomenally well compared to Sylvyre's. And it comes
It's
out
also
with
in
this...
tune.
It's also in tune.
Uh-huh.
Jail.
Jail. Right. For fun flavor's sake, we've basically twin
What, like
spelled
strawberry?
Longstrider.
Let's go. I'm so fast.
Cool.
So fast.
Need for speed.
Reefus is a speedboat.
I'm literally like stomach skipping across the water at times.
Jesus Christ.
Has nothing to do with this.
No. And as a
He just walked.
and with the in tune
That's right.
accompaniment from Aeseora, she just shoots like a very snobby look at Sylvyre.
And he's figuring out like, okay, so what wonky? Because he's just doing little strums, listening. This thing's all tuned up, right? It
And
shouldn't be
as
twang
you're
to twang
going,
tang.
it's like very beautiful, like soft. Da, 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 da. Everything seems to be perfectly in key.
Fascinating. Is it just not melding well with that music?
Maltor, what are
With
you
that
doing?
magic?
I'm just kind of like trying to be busy, but I am smirking at this whole interaction between the three of
Shit
us.
show.
Yeah, just like I see. All right.
Wonderful.
As sort of like accompaniment or harmonizing everything, whenever I like speedboat past essentially, can I have Songbird out and like do little corkscrews to do little like little
I'm gonna make you
cool.
roll performance to see how
Let's
well you
go.
do.
How good is my performance? Is this still crap? Okay.
Do you get advantage from Longstrider and swimming?
No.
Yeah.
I would say that the swimming actively puts disadvantage on this.
That's fair.
So we're even.
That's a 23.
Ah.
19 plus
Alright.
4.
Fuck. Noise.
Shout out music.
So it's just getting like little fun little woo woo woo. As Silver, you feel like a small like pride hit from this.
I'm gonna just go and like give a slap on it and show Silver's back.
And then I drop Twin Beaks into the water.
No!
It hits me in the temple. I go spiraling out of control.
No!
I keep playing.
Suddenly
You
the
don't
ship just starts spinning.
Oh,
It
God.
explodes.
Come on.
Oh,
I do like at the crescendo of the music. I do like I go full Free Willy, like over the boat. Just
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
trying to twang it out and in tune with that. That's like, okay, I think I hear those notes. Something's wrong.
It's not. It's probably not you. Come on.
It has to be. It has to be something else. It can't be me. I'm never the problem.
Not for playing. You're pretty. Don't worry about it. Just don't play with her.
Oh, we don't mesh. The tunes don't mesh up or something like gears. It shouldn't make me bad though. It should make the music bad. It happens. Grumble, grumble, grumble.
I'm just gonna keep busy and make sure Silver's like following along.
Wonderful.
You changeling your face into like more as much of a scowl as it'll go. Like,
But the smile still stays, so it looks weird.
Come on.
Brina sounds.
Sounds familiar.
So how's our boat trip?
So far it's going phenomenal. You all have like, for the most part, been wonderful at keeping pace. Silver's just there tonight.
We're helping every now and again.
And so far it's just been a very lovely night. You guys have all been traveling through the night, and appearing to continue to move through, like, even when there's no wind to press you forward. There's been what are they called? There's a buffet table essentially, just full of like
Oh yeah.
Oh,
simple meals, just including just a couple fruits, veggies that have been dried.
Makes sense.
Some
I'll take what I can get.
yeah, some salted fish. A piece
some
of
gumbo.
some gumbo, some wumbo.
Wumbo.
No, there's jambalaya instead.
Oh shit!
Mm.
Look at that.
I prefer jambalaya. I do love gumbo though.
There is no wrong answer.
I've never had either.
They're amazing.
Really? Jacob, fix that.
Okay.
We have a friend who's visiting in a couple of weeks. Promised us something.
Cool.
It was something similar.
Fried
I
gator.
think they said they were gonna make us gumbo.
Gumbo. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm still gonna figure out how to do it just because gumbo.
Mm.
It's all about the root.
Love.
The wind.
The wind.
Food.
Where?
Go.
What are you all gonna do as you wind down for presumably bed after eating?
Probably discuss the journal more, have it read and tell us about it so we can kind of bounce ideas around.
Mm-hmm.
Collectively.
I mean, I guess is there more than what we've already covered?
Oh yeah, no, there's an entire journal.
Oh shoot. Okay.
Yeah. Before we read, what's magic on this ship?
That's the flute.
The flute.
Mm-hmm.
You.
Aww.
Hmm.
There's a small. Gotta double check the School of Magic.
Enchantment.
Yes. A small enchantment on the little, like, choker around Cleopatra's neck. There's obviously the illusion magic on Twin Beaks. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
All sorts of shit going on in this boy.
Like, rune. You can see like
Know
the
about them
rune
boys.
tops on like barrels and stuff to keep things like chilled.
Mm-hmm. Cool. What about Ghost?
Oh, it's. I gotta double check this spell too. I literally just looked it up and I've already forgotten.
Mood.
Also
I assumed-
enchantment.
Ooh.
And on what part of them or
Helmet.
everything? Helmet?
Helmet.
One more time.
Maybe Ghost has no head, and the helmet is the head.
I mean,
Ah.
have they spoken?
No.
Have they dropped any beats?
No.
I mean,
What
good,
the
because I stored a
fuck?
bunch of beats over here that are left.
And the beat got sicker.
And you notice that like after the wind died down, they had like sunk under the main level.
Oh.
like to avoid the wind, or once the wind was gone?
When it was gone.
Always trying observing them and see if there's any magic that happens.
Check.
Vibe check. Flirt
Yeah.
check.
Is there any sort of magic moving us forward?
No. But you would now hear, with the wind died down and the music presumably stopping, or at least getting quieter. Splash, splash, splash. And if you were to go down, I'll just say it, if you go down to the lowest level, you see the man's solo, like, pushing the entire boat with oars.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, I'll go down and help once I realize.
Okay, roll straight.
Help is real in air quotes there, but oh my gosh,
You
you're doing
can
this all by yourself. Can I lend a can I lend an assist? Is that okay? I don't want to infringe on what you're doing here.
There's just no audible response or visual response other than he slightly scoots to the left.
Okay, I'll take it. It's more acknowledgement than I got the last time.
Were you trying not to say Linda Paw?
Yeah, I really was.
I figured.
Even I have my standards.
I'm imagining Reefus is still on one of the oars as it's going, just
Yes, it's sort of like the hot
Oh,
tub.
definitely.
Like the hot tub where he's spinning the whole time.
Yeah.
That's bad. That's very bad.
Do you have inspiration?
No. That's a 3.
Alrighty. So, despite you attempting to help, you grab the oar with your claws, and there's no room for you to hold things.
Not made for me.
And so, as Ghost doesn't slow down at all, by the way. He's just whoosh, and Reefus is picked up with the oars and the motion.
I'm like,
Oh.
2 things. One, can I mean, and what I'll use as sort of my excuse for this is I can never remember the name of the racial feat. Creative solution. Can I use creative solution to use just something in my inventory to sort of instead of having 2 hands on it and throwing because I can't.
Leverage.
Yeah, kind of do a leverage. There we go. Make it like churning butter essentially.
What do you have in your inventory that you could creative solution?
Rocks!
I'm trying to find something that's unbreakable, but I don't know if I have anything anymore. Can I use the boomerang?
You can certainly try.
I will certainly do that. Because, I mean, I know this won't break.
Unless.
Sorry, I just took a glimpse into a very dark future. However, I'm like 99% sure that this of all things would not break the boomerang.
It needs to be a story important moment. It can't break for as a gag.
No, that would be the most
Unless.
Jacob thing to happen. And I'll cast guidance on myself as I do it.
Smart.
Or as the spell is called in my character sheet, high five.
Did you say that you changed all the spell names and then we were gone 4 months and forgot what all of them were?
Don't worry about it. I do now have to touch every single one to see what the spell actually is. Okay, yeah, so I'll do it that myself here. Do I get anything for the roll or with the boomerang? Okay, just making sure.
A reroll.
Yeah, I'll take it. Okay. Oh, did the D4 just outdo my strength penalty? Actually, and then some. Okay, 18. That's a 16.
Okay.
It's 15 minus 2 plus 3.
Wow.
Still 5.
Pat yourself on the back.
All right.
Snaps and
Reefus.
claps.
I guess rather Jacob.
Fuck. Even worse.
After rowing as Reefus for a while using the boomerang, I need you to roll. I just need you to roll a d20 and tell me the answer. Tell me the roll.
Oh.
This is fine. He takes off the helmet. It's Crimson Moon. What? No plus or minus or anything?
Just tell me the roll.
14?
Okay.
Oh.
Carry
I
on.
think that's it.
Yeah, but this is a
There-
take a note and it comes back to bite me in the ass later kind of thing. I'm here for it. Better than bite me in the ass now.
It's like the Capri Sun commercials where they say respect the couch, except it's about the boomerang.
I'm not hurting the boomerang. I'm just making
Utilizing
it
it
useful.
differently.
Yeah, utilizing it differently. That's all. It's bigger than I am. I was like, I figured this makes sense. Now he's so.
What is
gonna kick
everyone
my
else
ass
up
for
to?
that, but
I guess. Well, I know they wanted to read, but I think or read and talk about it, but figured we wait for Reefus to delve into that shit.
Yeah.
eventually I'll learn to stop doing things.
Oh, actually,
Don't lie.
if I look at both of the back of my hands,
Mm-hmm.
has anything changed?
It's essentially pale.
Huh.
What was it before?
Instead of normal scar colored for Maltor, it's like a pale version. If that makes sense.
Kind of.
A wee
Like even
bit.
paler?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I'm content with how the music went. We had dinner.
Discussing with Aeseora then. Aeseora, do you think I betwanged on the lute because there's an incompatibility between the flute and the lute? Or do you think there was some fuckery there?
Like what?
I don't know, some magic shenanigans. Something to mess me up on purpose.
Did you see anything?
I don't see magic like you do. So no.
Did you see anyone cast a spell or hear it?
The flute.
Right, the flute was casting Longstrider.
Indeed, but it shouldn't have gone that poorly. I believe it to be so. Something is amiss because I was slighted.
Sure, that's what that must mean.
Indeed.
A
'Cause the
valid
lute's
conclusion.
fine. Because the lute is fine now, but it wasn't fine earlier. I'll have to try again tomorrow.
Sure. I'm sure the same exact thing won't happen again.
All. Though you know music more as a theory that it's the flute and the lute. Do they really make that? Is it really just that not that great of an accompaniment? I can understand how the beat of the drum worked out well with the flute. The lute and the flute might be kind of two similar? Is that an issue? I mean,
No.
what's your opinion? Okay, okay. Yes, Sophia, I'm glad you agree that I was slighted.
Oh. Bonus point to Sophia.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, she wins.
She wins. She wins all of the bonus points.
Mm-hmm. Still.
I mean, if you want to go for it, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ends up the same way. Just saying.
But then it proves that there's something wrong. That it isn't me.
Shit.
So, you're saying that if you try again and it works correctly, then it was you?
Probably,
You're the
yeah.
problem.
Yeah, I can chalk it up to it that time. So I almost hope that it goes wrong again, just so I know it wasn't me. But
Right.
if it goes right, then it goes right. And I can ignore what happened in the past.
That's smart.
Yeah.
I'm sure that won't do anything for you.
It'll improve my self-esteem if I ignore the bad parts of the past.
Oh, yes, and that's most important.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But still, so what else? So do you think there's no solution to the calamities within the book? What do you think went wrong with theirs?
Suppose we'll find out some more clues as we get closer to the end, but...
Might as well throw around theories while we're waiting for Reefus to get back from whatever's happening. It sounds like a roller coaster.
I mean, the calamity happened, so it's whatever happened the first time, it would be the same. A giant portal and all that.
Red sky and all that, yes.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it must have been a dig, right?
Day or big war, big battle.
Well, that's why I want to see what happens, because it's either they dug something up, or there was just a random fight that broke out while they were there.
Or someone planned a fight to happen while they were there.
A secret third option.
Indeed. You can never underestimate the secret third option faction. Especially if the Fae are involved, you never know what they're going to get up to.
Apparently not.
No?
The only thing I get, though, is what happened to Andros?
Well, if 4 went in and 3 came out...
No, but I mean, if he's CM, right? Why does he look different?
Is that the theory?
I don't know if Andros is CM. That Soyokun is CM, I think, or is some version of him, if I remember.
We don't think Andros is CM.
No,
Aren't they all the same person?
I don't think so, because I think Andros is just a person. CM is some extra whatever, something or other. Very precise.
Extra whatever, something or other.
I mean...
TM.
He said
CM.
it was... And correct me if I'm wrong. He said it was his journal, didn't he?
CM?
Did he?
He said it wasn't.
Kurt?
He said it wasn't useful to him.
Maybe I'm...
I'm pretty sure I said it wasn't useful to him.
It happens.
Let me,
I think my pen died that session, so I don't. Now I'm really mad.
So... Okay.
Because I asked if it was his.
Well, he talked about Andros as though they are a different person. He said Andros was a fool, believing this would help anyone, led to lives lost he cared about. You've heard of the phenomenons. At Maltor, he called it a curse for you. And he said, quote, "You do well to read this, but the handwriting is poor."
Well, that's just any good scientist.
Well, that's
Yeah.
what I mean, when he was talking about that, I thought he was talking about himself. Like he was berating himself and saying that he was a fool, and that his handwriting was shit. Reefus is not in
Looking through my notes. CM can't take off the manacles from Reefus. He says, quote, "The damn gods who sealed me here is who put them there. You know them better as luck and fortune. They made a bet they were scared to lose. Now if you would..." And then he promised not to hurt Reefus.
I don't know if we could, like, directly ask. Probably.
It is an option to just ask again, I suppose, though that may lead to more of whatever I missed, the puppeteering it was described as.
Yeah,
Sounds weird.
a bit creepy.
Indeed.
Lots of
No,
warnings.
also-
I mean, it
That's
didn't
also-
seem pleasant for Reefus.
True. That's also if we're discussing with him directly. We could just ask Reefus to send a message himself.
Oh yeah, I don't think bringing him out is necessarily necessary. But yeah, that's just kind of what I figured. I figured it was the same person.
DM answer. I'll let you draw your own conclusions.
Yeah, no.
Dad.
Maltor's sitting there like.
If anything, we'll just have to wait until he gets back.
Yeah,
I'm sure we
what the
could-
heck is he doing down there?
I don't know.
Yeah, at this point, I've found a groove, and are we moving faster? Am I helping at all?
No.
Oh. Well, okay. In that case, I'm probably just I can't tell because he's wearing a helmet, so there's no like. It's like sitting next to Daft Punk at the Grammys. You don't know if you're annoying them or not. So it's just I'm probably just making up sailor songs and like just going until I get tired.
Okay.
And then it's like, okay, well, thanks for the conversation. I am absolutely the only one that has said anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then
Wonderful.
so when I stop, does he just keep rowing?
Mhm.
Just let us know if you need any help. It doesn't have to be me. I know I'm not the biggest guy, but appreciate the company.
And as
Before I get to the ladder,
Okay.
I'm gonna sneak the wand of smiles.
I knew it.
Okay, that's a charisma save.
Yes,
He's a DC 10 or 11.
it's very
I
low.
rolled a 1.
Oh!
But we won't
But
know
Reefus
that.
will never know.
Reefus will never know.
I'll just cast it and be like,
No change in movement.
No change in movement.
and then I'll just.
Okay.
And as you begin to attempt to head up the ladder, you find that the boomerang on your back is suddenly very heavy.
Oh, that
Ghost help.
Let's see. Guys, I hope this isn't you. Do I fall or?
No, you're more like a, come on.
Oh man. I guess I'll try to keep climbing instinctually.
Right. So as you continue to attempt to keep climbing, you're like each rung feels more and more like exhausting. It's a struggle, and the sounds of the rowing begin to like fade into the distance ever so slowly. Everyone else, perception.
Nat 1. I am caught up in my own
Ooh.
self.
16, but
passive
passive
is
is
better.
17.
Yeah, 15. If we're going passive.
The two of you, poor Silver, the two of you notice, yeah, notice a red glow above deck. And you can't hear anyone else.
What? Aeseora? What?
I go
What is it?
above deck.
And when
Where are
you
you
go
going?
above deck, you look up to the sky, presumably, and see a nice blue sky. The glowing
And
is
what's-
coming from around the ship. And with that, I hope you
I think-
all had a lovely time.
As things get
It was-
ominous and I'm struggling with the fatigue, to focus on climbing up, it's just now a weary Reefus voice, and I get fading into credits of the episode.
Yeah.
Just repeating that sailor song that he made up, but it's a much more tired, exhausted version. But
Minor key.
Yes.
Hmm.
But I hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
eventually I'll learn to stop doing things.